Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and you. Yours.
You.
Hey, good day to you and you.
You know who you are.
And you, all of you. Good day to all frickin' of you out there. Now, great news, everybody. Great news. The New World Screwworm. You might not know what that is. Well, guess what? It is officially now in the United States. So what is the New World Screwworm? Well, it used to be the nickname for my penis, but no, a screwworm is a flesh-eating parasite that usually targets cows. But a guy who may or may not look like a cow visited Central America and brought it back to the good old U.S. of A. Very cool. Now, he's not the first person to contract the parasite, of course. A different guy, he suffered weekly migraines. Well, the cause, he had multiple tapeworms in his brain. Turns out that he ate undercooked bacon. Side note, the next time they ask you, would you like it crispy, just say yes. Damn. Then there's the Florida woman who went on her honeymoon and got back to Florida with an itchy groin. What was the problem? Oh, it's just a maggot that had embedded itself in her upper thigh. And then there's the man with the itchy eye as a result of a dozen fly larvae squirming around. Now, speaking of eyes, a guy in Vietnam, he had a 3-inch chopstick stuck behind his eyeball. He didn't notice it for 3 weeks. So I know you're asking yourself, how do you not notice a chopstick in your eye for 3 weeks? Well, I don't know. But it's probably the same way a guy in Tanzania did not notice a knife blade in his chest for 8 years. But let's face it, things happen. And today we want to talk about those times that maybe a foreign object, living or not, ended up on the inside of you or someone you know. Or maybe you just went somewhere and didn't really feel too good afterwards, and you kind of had to think back to, how did this happen to me, before the doctors told you what the problem was. And that's what today's question is, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration. We want to know, how did you get that thing that you got?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like KISW on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
On Fox One, now you can stream your favorite live sports, so you can be there live for the biggest moments. Touchdown! And catch history in the making. Meet Freddie! Fox One, we live for live. Streaming now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework. Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Game day or any day, your fit says it all. Hit up MLBshop.com for the latest jerseys, caps, hoodies, and accessories to keep you in the game all year long. Rep your team, rep your city, rep yourself. Gear up and game on at MLBshop.com, the official online shop of Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Michelle, away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,378. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeats. You probably already guessed that, and we kicked it off with Nickelback. Yeah! It's going to be a good show today. Our categories today. We have the 10 deadliest animals in the world. And we have for you the 10, each state's most dangerous animal in the United States.
So what, are you going to just give them the state and they guess, or what?
Yeah, I'm going to kind of give you an idea of what would more than likely be the most deadly animal in that state.
Are they like real animals, or is this like mosquito stuff?
It is not mosquito stuff in the United States. It is, however, mosquito stuff around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's no doubt about that.
Or as we say, Africa.
I mean, you hopefully you know that mosquitoes kill more people around the world than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Based on malaria and other things. But if you were to say to yourself, I wonder what animal would kill more people in Florida, what would you think?
Sharks, gators.
Yep. See, that's the ball game we're playing.
Snakes.
Now, when we go to Hawaii, it's definitive.
Sure.
When we go to Alaska, it's absolutely definitive.
Bears.
But one particular bear.
Yeah, grizzly
Bear. So that's kind of the way we're going to try to do this category.
All right.
So I'm going to try to give you something that's within reason,
Sure.
Because, maybe sometimes like, I don't know, Iowa. You go, Iowa.
Boredom.
All right. I mean, what animal's killing you there? But, but there's a lot. There's a lot of different animals that kill people across this great nation of ours. And it just depends on where you live. Texas, I think you're going to have a hard time getting.
All right, fair enough.
So those are the two categories coming up with your guess is as good as mine. And we'll play that for you about 4:30 today on the program. And today we're going to talk about how you got that thing that you got. And we begin with a story of a guy from Maryland who went down to Central America. The New World screwworm. Sounds like something out of a nightmare, they say. And it's officially now in the United States. The Department of Health and Human Services, just yesterday, confirmed the first human case of the flesh-eating parasite in the country.
Cool.
Now, the case is travel associated. The Maryland resident had recently returned from traveling in Central America. Sources initially said the person had been in Guatemala, but the official announcement indicates it was El Salvador.
How do they mess that up? Where were you? I was in Guatemala. Say it was in El Salvador. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they close?
I mean, they're close, but like if you ask me the question of where were, especially when you say, hey, Mr. Hill, you have a flesh-eating parasite. Where were you? If I say Guatemala, good chance I was in Guatemala. And they're like, we're going to go ahead and say El Salvador.
The risk to the public is very low, but this is the first human case of travel-associated New World screwworm.
Is there like an old world screw, like
Myiasis,
the old screwworm or something?
It is a parasitic infestation of fly larvae. From the outbreak, affected country identified. So, yes, I guess he did have his outbreak here in the United States.
Right.
Now, the statement reads, decades after it nearly eradicated the parasitic fly, which largely does threaten cattle, U.S. is now fighting to keep it out after it was detected just 700 miles south of Texas and moving north. Now, no cases in animals in the U.S. have been confirmed this year, but the beef industry is on high alert. Now, here's what goes down. The parasitic fly lays eggs in open wounds on any warm-blooded animal. And the hundreds of screwworm larvae then hatch and they feed on your flesh and will kill their hosts if not treated. Now, human infestation, they say, is rare, but an outbreak in Texas could cost the state economy $1.8 billion thanks to livestock losses, according to expert estimates.
Do cattle just have more open wounds than your average mammal?
I'm not sure.
Right, because I'm just thinking, like, you go to Guatemala, El Salvador, obviously not every animal there is a cow. Dogs, cats, you name it, whatever's indigenous to the area, warm-blooded mammals, but they target cows. Like, are cows clumsy? Do they just have cuts all over their body? Like, what's going on with cows that's an easy target?
Yeah, it's
The
a
whole
good
thing
point.
is,
I don't know.
If you have an open wound, they're going to lay the egg in there, whatever you are. Mm-hmm. But predominantly cows.
Maybe they just like cows.
I know, but it still doesn't have an open wound. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the whole thing.
Right, I'm just saying, it goes into any mammal with an open wound, correct?
Warm-blooded mammal, yeah. Well,
So-
yeah.
It might just like cows more. Like, you're a carnivore. You can eat any meat you want.
Sure.
But you probably have one you prefer.
Yeah, I do.
So maybe this fly
But
is
I'm
like...
saying, if I'm trying to perpetuate life, right? I mean, they're just laying eggs to keep life going on, man. It just, I don't know. I guess cows are just cut up, bruised, clumsy, tripping. Who the hell knows? Skin knees.
Well, yeah, and you're moving them around. There's fences. There's
And a
posts.
barbed wire fence.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. I don't know.
I don't know either. I got, you know, but
It just seems like any animal would have a wound somewhere, but for whatever reason, cows are like, dude, they're clumsy.
The one thing that I got my buddy got a deer. We're probably 14, 15 years old, whatever. So you got to gut the deer if you're going to try to haul this thing out. We were pretty far in. So we knew we had a long way to carry this thing. So we gutted it when we were out there.
Yeah.
And then we started bringing it back. And I got ringworm. So I had something living on my chest.
Now, what
inside
does
of me.
ringworm do other than skeeve you out and just sound gross?
It burrows underneath your skin.
But I mean, does it cause problems after that?
It's just really itchy.
Okay,
I mean,
so
to
that's
me,
the main thing.
It irritates your skin, and it's incredibly itchy.
All right.
I still have scarring from it.
And then what do they just give you, like a Z-Pack or something? Or
Yeah, I mean, well, I think at the time, yeah, they must. I know I got shots for sure. I don't
right.
think I got antibiotics. Or
Okay.
that antibiotic might have been in the shot.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how that worked. But I do know I did have to go to the hospital, and that was the only way I could get rid of it. And they gave me a topical cream
Sure.
that I also used, which I believe was a steroid.
Well, right, because it's a fungus. It's not an actual worm.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a fungus.
Yeah, well, it grows underneath your skin.
Correct.
So it's not a worm, it's a fungus.
Right, I'm just looking it up now. So basically, that deer already had it.
Yes.
So when you guys touched its flesh or got near its flesh infected, it got passed on to you guys.
See, my interpretation of ringworm is because they say worm.
I figured it's a
There's
worm.
some kind of little thing.
Because like
But
a
isn't
tapeworm
ringworm kind of
is-
popular? Unfortunately, I think you get it in wrestling too because the mats aren't clean.
That if it's a fungus, that would make sense.
Or MRSA.
Yeah, MRSA.
Well, MRSA's worse, right?
I've heard of people getting
MRSA's
that.
worse.
Well, remember the Commanders for a couple years there? They had like 2 or 3 MRSA outbreaks, and the NFL was like, "What are you guys doing? Like, clean the equipment."
Was that under Snyder?
Sure
Yes.
it was.
Of course.
That is
Absolutely.
why, because
Yeah.
he's not going to spend a dime on
Absolutely.
anything.
Could you imagine walking into that guy's house? I mean, it's $1 billion pigsty.
No, because he has someone clean it. I think
Yeah.
if he did not have a
All right.
cleaner, it would be absolutely disgusting.
Right? He's probably not cheap to himself.
Oh, I'm
He's
sure.
cheap to his employees and
Okay.
stuff he
everywhere.
owns.
Fair enough.
Right.
And
Fair
the
enough.
fans.
Yeah.
Everybody
Expired-
else.
His pizza delivery
Didn't
guy.
he sell expired beer at the stadium?
Expired
Correct.
beer,
Beer,
stale peanuts. And he knew it. It's not like, hey, we did an investigation. We found. He said, oh, my God. It was like, no. Buy the stale beer because I get it on the cheap. Mm-hmm. And then I upsell it because it's an NFL game, so you sell it for whatever you sell it for. Same
So
thing
he
with
was buying
peanuts.
the beer that had already expired from
Like
the...
if you have a
Yeah.
friend that works for a beer distributor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like those dates are real. So sometimes they'll be like, "Hey, it's out of date, but if you want it, I can give it to you, as we can't sell it."
And I guarantee he
must
made
have
a back deal.
Right? He must have gone over the top and said, "I don't care. Sell me all that stuff for cheaper, and I'll sell it." At
Well,
my
they say
stadium."
it's not necessarily bad.
It's not
It's
bad,
just that it
it's just
changes
stale.
the taste profile of the way the beer is supposed to taste.
Exactly.
So if you get a Bud
You're not
Light,
gonna get sick.
It's not going to taste like Bud Light.
Yeah.
It's not going to have the same taste, which is weird. You go to McDonald's, and you taste the hamburger. It tastes like a McDonald's hamburger.
Well, they're not selling you old beef.
This would not taste like a McDonald's hamburger,
Right.
which is ridiculous. Now we stay here in Seattle. Public Health Seattle-King County has issued a warning for residents and visitors to avoid swimming at 6 popular local beaches due to high bacterial levels and a sewage spill. The affected beaches include Madison Park in Seattle, Houghton Beach in Kirkland, Idlewood in Redmond, Luther Burbank on Mercer Island, and Gene Cullen in Renton. Officials said there are high bacterial levels at those beaches. Additionally, Mount Baker Beach, closed because of the poop. King County conducts regular water testing at these locations. They'll reopen the beaches once the bacterial levels return to safe standards. Based on that time frame, summer's going to be okay.
Yeah, summer will be done by then.
It is what it is.
It hasn't been super hot, but it's been dry this summer, so I feel like that's bound to happen with that much sun and
not a lot of rain moving
not a lot of
around or
rain.
anything
It's
like that.
well, some bacteria is going to start growing.
I mean, I'm glad they let us know, but there's people out there that are still toweling off when they get this news. Like, I'm sorry, what now? Great.
Yeah, right. Like people are probably there this weekend, and they're like, "Oh, now it's closed."
So our question, how did you get the thing that you got? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Ian. Welcome to the men's room.
How's it going?
Hola.
Hola.
So what did you get?
So it was about 10, 15 years ago. I was living in Arizona. Let's just say I pissed the wrong person off and ended up getting a .22 caliber in the back of my head.
Oh, dang. What did you do? What happened?
He thought I was sleeping with his girlfriend, and I didn't realize he was really more of a gangster than I thought he was.
Okay, now, were you sleeping with his girlfriend?
Yeah, did you know his girlfriend?
In all fairness, yes, I was.
He thought correct.
So he did think you were because you were. All right.
Yep.
And where did he confront her?
He walked into a party and came up behind me and just popped me right in the back of the head.
With a .22?
The part is that with a .22.
That's an interesting weapon of choice for a party, isn't it?
I mean, did he get arrested being that he walked into a party with multiple witnesses
With a
and
rifle?
shot you?
I have no clue because I was unconscious at that point and I woke up in the hospital.
How old were you?
I was 27.
Okay.
All right.
How far did the bullet go in?
It actually didn't go through my skull.
So that your
And
skull
the
stopped
doctor-
the bullet.
Yeah, the doctor told me, he was like, you're lucky you have a thick skull. Otherwise, you'd be dead right now. I'm like,
Yeah, I got shot in the head, Doc. I can piece that one together.
So did the guy get charged with attempted murder?
I believe so. I have not heard anything about it because I moved away from there after that, right after I got out of the hospital.
How long between the time you got out of the hospital and you moved?
Less than a month.
I was going to say, was that that had to be the driving force behind you moving, correct?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Did you? That's what I'm saying. Was this guy still on the run?
As far as I knew, yes.
So they never got him. You're in the hospital. You've been shot in the back of the
I
head.
know.
Okay, all right.
I pieced out and disappeared because I was like not trying to play with that.
It's probably a good idea you left because think about it like this. You walk into a party with a bunch of people watching you. You shoot someone in the back of the head. This guy's confident enough in his badassness that none of them are going to talk to the cops. Not a single one of them. That's the guy you don't mess with.
That guy.
Did you know?
Yeah, I didn't even know it was that. I didn't even know it was like that. I never met him.
Did you know that she had a boyfriend?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
How do you think?
Dexter kid.
So you had never seen or met this guy before, right?
Nope.
So how do you think he found out that you were the guy sleeping with his girlfriend?
I think she just got pissed off at me and ran her mouth and said something.
All right. Now, did he know who you? I mean, how did he know who you were if you never had met him before? In other words, he walks into this party. Let's say there's 25 people.
Which one of you are sleeping with my
exactly.
girlfriend?
How does he? I guess you don't know this, but someone had to point you out or something.
Yeah, somebody pointed me out. I'm just not sure who.
And how long are you in the hospital?
Oh, a couple weeks.
You have no idea what this guy looks like. You've never met him to this day.
Yeah, but no, I've never met him.
If there was a lineup.
He has this. I couldn't tell you. I got a quick glimpse of him very briefly right before. I just saw him walking in, and he looked like a little Hispanic gangster-looking like guy, and I just kind of blew him off, and I turned around, and next thing you know, everything was black.
Okay.
No, he shot you in the head.
Now, did you ever talk to the girlfriend again? Or his girlfriend? Or your girl that you were seeing?
No. No. I never saw her again. I just left the city, left the state, and moved back home. Started over again because I was like, man, that's messed up if I'm getting shot by some guy's girlfriend.
Well, also not sleep with his girlfriend. Not that you should be shot for that, but, people have adverse reactions to these things. Do you have any, permanent scarring from it or anything?
You can actually feel the bullets still because they said they would have to break my skull to get it out. So
the bullet is in your head?
A little bit.
All right, so what if, say something happens, I don't know, man, you got to go to the doctor and they have to give you an MRI. And you tell them, look, bro, I can't do it.
Is lead, is that?
I don't know.
Is lead a metal?
I don't know if it's magnetic, but
I don't know that.
It's a metal. I don't know if it's magnetic.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Do you know?
I would tell them before I did it, though, definitely.
Do you set up the alarm or the detector at the airport?
Yes.
You do?
Really?
All
I
right.
got a metal in my ankle, too, so.
What's in your ankle?
Titanium screws.
Oh, okay. So you just messed up your ankle.
So is it the screws setting it off, or is it the bullet in your head setting it off?
I think the bullet is because that's lead. Those are titanium.
Okay. And do you have weird conversations with TSA? Look, I know this is going to sound ridiculous. There's a bullet in my head, man.
I just like, look, right here. See this? It's a bullet. They're like, they take the wand, go across it, and they're like, oh, yep, that's metal.
Huh. All right. Now, let me ask you. Has anything, since this happened, has anything changed as far as the way that your brain, you believe, works?
No, not that I know of.
Okay.
Was it working good before?
Right. I mean, like, you can't speak, you can't, like, speak, like, fluid Portuguese or anything weird like that, or sometimes,
No.
you know, like, if the microwave's on, you start drooling, nothing like that.
I bet his penis is a little bit broader.
One more random question. Like, was the chick hot enough worth getting shot in the head for?
Yes.
Wow. And how did you meet this? Was this a work acquaintance?
College. ASU.
Oh, at Arizona State?
Yeah,
Midwest.
you're going to Arizona State and you get shot in the back of the head.
Well, you moved to Vegas.
Yeah, she was a little Hispanic girl, just a hot little number that was barely dressed all the time because of the heat, and it just...
It's ASU, man.
It.
ASU is notorious for hot chicks.
They have a pool on campus, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
They have a
I
basically...
don't remember much of college.
Yeah, well,
you should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got shot in the
ASU,
head.
that's a place to go, man.
Oh, tempting.
Yeah, good times. Our question, how did you get that thing that you got? 206-803-ROCK.
On Fox 1, you can stream Fox's biggest moments live. Get out! Bigger.
I can feel the sweat, and I can smell it a little.
Bigger. That was genius. Yeah, that's what we talking about. Fox 1, we live for live. Streaming now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Overpriced phone plans? Overcomplicated contracts? Unnecessary features? Yeah, they don't do that at Tello. In an era of overpriced everything, they keep things simple. They've got flexible and affordable phone plans from $5 up to $25 a month. At Tello, everything is online, right at your fingertips. Simply pick the plan that suits you best, and you can always upgrade or downgrade without any cost. Trust me, you're one SIM away from amazing wireless savings. Discover more plans on Tello.com. That's TELLO.com.
Chevy drives America, and at Kendall Chevrolet of Marysville, that means thousands in savings across the Chevy lineup. If you've been thinking about going electric, don't wait. The $7,500 federal EV tax credit is scheduled to expire soon. Don't miss up to $13,500 off MSRP on a new all-wheel drive 2025 Chevy Equinox EV RS, or get 0% APR for 60 months. Save over $5,400 off MSRP on a new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 LT Trail Boss Crew Cab 4x4. Chevy, together, let's drive. Get in on the savings and stop by Kendall Chevrolet of Marysville today. Kendall, let's start something great.
VIN number 86SG196733 and SS199938. 1667 per $1,000 finance. Must qualify for EV tax credit to receive all discounts. All factory rebates subject to change all financing on approved credit. Price does not include title registration or tax. A negotiable documentary service fee of up to $200 may be added to the sale price of the vehicle. Subject to prior sales, see dealer for details. Offer expires 9/25.
Big news. Apparently, we got our Facebook page back.
Yeah,
the men's room. What did it take, 2 years?
Yeah, something like that.
3 years.
And a whole lot of madness with Meta.
Wow. When it's back.
We're back, baby.
That is, I don't even want to know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
A whole lot of traffic is what happened.
I just know that Castle came up to us maybe 6 months after I went to, you guys haven't posted anything to Facebook. Like, we can't get in it.
Yeah.
Months after that.
Locked out.
You guys have not posted anything to Facebook. Guys, we're locked out, and we do not know what. And you contacted Facebook, right?
I contacted Facebook. I contacted our tech team and was like, hey, we're locked out of our Facebook. And I contacted somebody that I thought could help get it done. Then I was told that's not their position, so don't talk to them about that. I said, okay, so where do I need to go with this? end of communication. Done. There were so many doggone dead ends and roadblocks that I myself ran into. Then it got on Castle's radar. Then all of a sudden we're getting it done.
Yeah, that's what happened to my Instagram. I cannot get into the damn thing.
What? It's
gone. No, I got hacked.
Oh no!
But I did see you put up a picture. Where was the bar you were at that had the men's room IPA?
That was down at O'Malley's in Tacoma, right off of 6th
O'Malley's. I was in Tacoma this weekend as well. The Beach Tavern.
Yeah.
My buddy Manny was tapping it while I was in there Saturday or Sunday morning getting some breakfast. Yes. It's time. I was like, all right, man. They just got in there. So
my buddy Ben Dragavon was drinking them.
Is that right?
Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
People, Steve.
Steve, you do anything with the beer?
I mean, I drank a couple this weekend.
There you go.
Yeah. But people who are still trying it for the first time.
And a six-pack.
They're loving it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people out there who still haven't had the beer yet.
It's a good beer.
It really is.
And I'll say it again. I know you don't like IPAs. Neither did I. And I like this one.
Well, do us a favor. If you're out and you see the beer, let us know. Like, take a picture of it, and then we'll put it up on the Facebook, and that way we can spread the word a little bit more. On the Facebook.
Feels weird to say it.
It really does.
We're back.
Got our Facebook.
Welcome to 21st century.
That's right. On to the question: how did you get that thing you got? We start with the story of the worm that eats your skin. And now we have this one: a parasitic tapeworm. The larvae has been found in a man's brain following weeks of worsening migraines, which researchers believe were caused by his consumption of undercooked bacon.
I always thought the tapeworm specifically went to your colon or your anus or whatever, wherever the food goes. Because isn't the idea that basically they kind of eat what you eat? Right, you eat food. They, on the way out, they're kind of getting their. I
don't know.
Look, when I was a little kid, my brother. This is back when we just had encyclopedias, so it wasn't like we're online. And he asked me if I'd heard of a tapeworm. I'm like 7. I'm like no, and I started laughing because to me there were tape. There's tape. Then there's worms like earthworms, and he's like he's explaining what this thing is. Then he explains what they do. He explains where you find them, and I'm just not believing him. And he opens up this book and shows me a picture. That was it for me. For about the next 8 years, I was paranoid about tapeworms, not because of what they do. I just didn't want anything that looked like that inside of my body.
52-year-old man was experiencing weekly migraines that were unresponsive to any medication. So he denied traveling to high-risk areas for food security and lived at home with his wife and a cat in their modern home. Upon further questioning, the man revealed that he did have a preference for very lightly cooked, non-crispy bacon, which he ate for most of his life. Now, following a CT scan on the man...
He was eating fat.
Pretty much. See, that's the worst way for me to enjoy bacon. I know everybody has their own ways of liking it. I like it just a little bit crispy. I mean, I don't mind if it's got a fat bubble here or there.
Correct.
But I don't want it just like almost like lightly cooked.
No, I don't mind. Right, I don't mind if it's like you're saying, like not like I'm not an extra crispy guy. But I also, you want the fat to kind of, mostly have rendered so you can eat it.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to crunch in my mouth a little.
Following a CT scan on the man, Florida researchers found numerous fluid-filled sacs of cystic foci in his brain. Foci.
What is foci? Is that like Popeye's brother?
F-O-C-I? Or is it fasci?
It doesn't matter.
Whatever.
If it's full of maggots, it's not cool.
If you know it, it's not good.
That's a good point.
Yes. With no mass effects of possible tumors growing in his brain, a buildup of fluid in brain cavities, researchers were suspicious for congenital neurological cysts. After being admitted to the hospital, the man tested positive for cysticercosis cyst antibodies. He was diagnosed with neurocysticercosis, a preventable parasitic infection caused by larval systems from the pork tapeworm Taenia solium.
Just say tapeworm. Why do they make this so difficult? You can tell. Look, if I'm the patient, right, and they give me all that Latin phrasing for, we found the foci of the heart. I go, all right, what does that mean? It means you got worms in your head. I think that's all I need to know.
Here you go. Here's human speak. Once the eggs make their way into the body, they hatch and become the larvae, which sometimes then lodge themselves in your brain, in turn causing neurocysticercosis. Symptoms of the disease may vary depending on the location of the lesions, number of parasites, and the host immune response, according to the CDC.
I can't believe you're not a doctor.
Can't either.
When you can give the diagnosis, all right, man, we figured out your problem. You have neurocysticercosis.
Believe it or not, 1,000 people get this stuff a year in the United States.
And it's predominantly undercooked pork?
From pigs.
Yeah.
Epilepsy, headaches, dizziness, stroke. All side effects.
I feel like sometimes the doctor, too, when he uses one of those fancy words, I wish I had a sign and could just look at him and go, okay, on a from 1 to 10, how bad is it?
That's or just what do we call it, right? Because there's like a technical name for a nosebleed, a headache, hiccup, you name it. There is a term. But doctors, and I don't know if they do it just so they can feel smart in that moment. Oh, you have a chronic case of blah, blah, blah. What does that mean? You're having a coughing fit. Okay. Same thing like brain freeze. There's a technical name for it.
Right.
Just say brain freeze, brother.
I did appreciate I went to the doctor last winter, something like that. I had some sort of skin thing that was going on. I couldn't quite explain.
What is a skin thing?
It was just all of a sudden I was getting these little spots that were showing up on my skin that
dry patches, kind of.
Not really. They didn't itch. They weren't exactly flaking or anything like that, but it was just very unsightly. It was gross looking, right? So luckily it was in the wintertime, so I could wear long sleeves, so nobody really knew about it, but I needed to go and get it checked out. She diagnosed me with pityriasis, I believe is what it's called. Pityriasis.
Does that come from your armpit?
And she says, no, it's your skin has a cold. You'll be fine.
Right.
It's like, okay, thank you. Thank you for simplifying.
Okay, I was waiting for you to answer because I've been getting spots on my neck, right? So
gotcha.
They're not dry. They don't itch. Nothing like that, right? And I didn't even know they were there. My wife's like, what's on your neck? I was like, skin. So I looked in the mirror and I'm like, I don't feel this. You can't even feel it like to your fingers, kind of. Whatever.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes away. And she's like, you should see a doctor. I'm like, you're right, but it's not my testicles.
That's right.
So, I mean, like, here's the thing. It does not cause me discomfort. No one really notices until you point it out. And I'm like,
And that was the thing, is that it was spreading. Like, I couldn't, they said it usually erupts from one area, but it was only from the waist up. It never went below the waist. So I didn't
How
care.
unsightly are you down there?
Very.
Even it's like, we ain't going down there.
Did it make it to the weenus?
No. It just stayed above the waist. It was all over my stomach and my back and my
So
sides.
why'd you go to the doctor?
My wife
Based
told me
up.
to.
There it is.
How did you get that thing that you got? 206-803 Rock.
Hello, Brandon. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
All right, so the story starts. I had a birthday party, and I had a little special birthday present from a lady friend of mine. I ended up getting a case of scabies.
Scabies?
Is your girlfriend a deer? Like, how did...
Well, he didn't say his girlfriend. He said a friend of his.
Oh, that's a good point. Was your friend a deer? How did you get
No.
scabies from this person?
So it's a sexually transmitted disease. But I had known her for a while. We just gave this a birthday party. We were drinking, and one thing led to another, and it happened. And then a few weeks went by.
But that wasn't from genital contact, right?
I believe it was. I can't be positive, but
you know what? It probably was. I'm looking. It says just real quick: scabies, intensely itchy skin condition caused by microscopic mites that burrow into the skin and lay eggs, but it's spread through direct, prolonged skin-to-skin contact.
Oh, you putting in work?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I said earlier when I said ringworm, I meant scabies. I just totally realized that when he said that. I was like, that's what I had.
You had sex with that deer?
I had scabies. Yeah,
Jesus.
pretty much.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
Brandon, I'm going to tell you right now.
And it was burning under my skin.
You and Miles both got scabies. I prefer your way of getting scabies. How do they treat it?
So I ended up going to a doctor. I was actually terrified, right? I don't know what's going on, but I knew something was wrong.
Was it
After a
on your
couple of weeks-
Was it on your genitalia specifically?
Yeah, that's how I figured it out.
Yeah.
So I go to the doctor, and the lady walks me back, and she ends up being a nurse, and it's already awkward in there. She tells me to drop my pants. I drop them, and the first words out of her mouth are, "Oh my, I'm going to have to go get the doctor."
Oh my.
I'm just
Oh my.
terrified at this
That's a
point.
terrible reaction to seeing someone's penis, isn't it? Oh, you're effed. Yeah, right.
Oh my.
So let me ask you a question. Was this her idea? Like, hey, it's your birthday. I'll give you some sex.
Yeah, 100%. I had no idea it was coming, and at the time, I thought it was great. I was
How come I've never had that in my life?
Of course you think it's great at the time.
I've been here for 55 years. Now, granted, a lot of those were non-sexual years, like frequently. But still, I've never had just a random friend say, you know what, it's your birthday. Why don't we just go kick some boots here for a minute?
Because they didn't want to give you scabies. So how long after you had sex with her did you start showing signs of scabies?
Just a few weeks. It started with some itching and stuff, but what really got my attention was when I looked down and I saw some not so pleasant spots down there, and it's like, yeah, I think I need to go get checked out.
That's the worst.
And then how long is the treatment to get rid of the scabies?
It was actually when I brought myself to get in there and get checked, they just gave me this body cream. I mean, a big tube of stuff. The directions. I put it on from my chin down, and I had to sleep with gloves, socks.
So you wouldn't itch.
Yeah, right. And then you just put it on your skin for one night. You go to sleep, leave it on there for 8 hours, and then showered the next day. And within about 48 hours, I quit itching. And I started to clear up.
Did you reach out to this friend of yours and say, "Hey, man, go to the doctor. You got scabies"?
Yeah, 100%. And it wasn't just her; it was her friend too. It was a whole deal. But
she should have invited her friend in with you. Then. Yeah, you know what I mean. If you're going to get it, it's your birthday.
Did she think that you gave them to her, or did she know that she had them?
I don't really recall, but I knew that it was like, hey, I just want to let you know this is what happened, so you might want to get checked. And it turned out, her and her friend both had it. So maybe they didn't tell me. I don't know. But that was the last time I ever did that.
All right. I was going to ask again, was it worth a couple days of itching?
No, not at all. The moment I realized something was wrong, I don't care how good looking she is. That was not worth it.
Well, how good looking was she?
Great body, right? But a little bit of a butterface.
Huh? Oh, wow.
A great body.
But I want you to think about this, all right? Now, we've had 2 calls where something happened because of sex. Now, this dude, he got scabies. Not the end of the world, right? You're going to freak out at first. They treat it. It's gone. Would you do it again? No. First guy I called has a bullet lodged in the back of his head, all right? Would you do it again? He's like, yeah.
He said it was worth it.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Jesus. I think we understand the difference.
And that level of itching, like one time I got sunburned so bad, I got 3rd-degree burns or something. God. But the problem was, the next day it itched so bad, but you couldn't, itch it because it hurt. So, I mean, I spent all day, getting in and out of a shower, this and that. My brother's like, what is going on? I said, I can't explain how bad it is. So finally my mom took me to the emergency room, and they're like, all right, you do have 3rd-degree burns.
Damn, man.
They were like, we can't do much for the itching. And I was like, I'm probably 16. I'm like, I haven't slept in a day. And they literally just knocked me out, gave me something to...
Right, just so you can sleep?
They were like, take this and then go to sleep, and hopefully in the morning it won't itch as bad.
How long did it last? The bad itching?
3 days.
God.
It was awful. And again, it was one of those days... There was a haze or something.
Sun's not really out.
Right, I'm in a pool. I don't need suntan lotion. Wrong. Mm-hmm. Wrong.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Ted, I was 10 or 12 years old. I went down to Key West with my dad, and I fell asleep because we drove from Tampa to Key West, and I was just tired. So at the pool, I just fell, flat on my face, went to sleep on the chair. My feet, the bottom of my feet.
Yeah.
Oh, they're white.
And now you can't walk.
And that was the most unbelievable... couple days, just horrible. I can't describe. I would rather be burned anywhere on my body. I'd rather you put out a whole pack of cigarettes on my forehead than ever have that happen again. It was that bad.
I've had the top of my feet, and that was bad enough.
But the bottom is, because you don't realize how, I just fell asleep on my chest.
Bro, you could be pale or not. You need to put on sunblock and all that.
But you never would think to put sunscreen on the bottom of your feet.
No, because typically they're not facing the sun.
Thank you.
Correct.
Exactly. Actually, we were in Delaware last weekend, whatever the hell it was. And before the storm hit, it was hot as F, sun's out, whatever. So kids are pretty good about putting on the sunscreen, and you make sure you get all those hard-to-reach places they're not going to think about, between your shoulder blades, blah, blah, blah. So we go down to the beach. Everything's cool. And their youngest cousin... probably 6 or 7 years old, whatever. We're kind of waiting on him to get there. But he takes the longest because he's putting up a fit about whatever. About 20 minutes later, homeboy rolls down to the beach, and it looked like somebody smacked him in the face with a whipped cream pie, man.
Oh, no.
I mean, they did that to him, right? So even my son just looks like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, hey, I know he's self-conscious about it, man. Don't bring it up. So he gets out of the beach. Everyone's trying to be cool, but my little nephew's chatting with me, and all I can think is, I'm like, he looks like Scooby-Doo before he licks all the whipped cream off his face, man. But I
How
can't
much lather did they put?
Came out there looking like Casper?
But I got, God almighty, man. I'm like...
But the little kid stuff doesn't rub in.
Is that what it is?
No, it's like that zinc stuff.
I
mean, it looked ridiculous, and I get why it's there, right? I understand, but I'm just like, homeboy looks ridiculous right now.
When I got stuck on that goddamn charcoal grill at my sister's house...
Yeah.
right? Same thing. This is in June. It is hot and humid. Ask people when they ask you to run the grill if it's gas. But anyhow, I'm out there for 2.5 hours, so I'm like, I need sunscreen.
Yeah.
They don't have any, and then my cousin's there, and she's got like a 2-year-old. She's like, it's little kid stuff. I'm like, Kelly, I need something. But same thing, because of my hairy arms and stuff. Imagine you come outside, I'm drenched in sweat, and my arms are just white. I mean, it looked ridiculous.
So it's specifically designed to not rub in.
I don't.
It's like
it must be
super
stronger or something. Little kids, she handed it to me and said,
it's like a reflective metallic whiteness.
Like she said, just so you know, it won't rub in all the way. And I was like, I'm sure I could rub it in. She was like, try, but it doesn't.
Okay, I just thought like the parents were being lazy or something. I didn't know. No. I did not know.
Oh, I bet his parents sat there and tried their hardest.
I mean, dude,
it's also
pathetic.
extremely waterproof. So compared to so that kid can swim for 2 or 3 hours. Get wet. Correct.
Seriously, man,
Correct.
this kid,
that's the idea.
You could dunk his ass. He wouldn't have to change his clothes, man.
Well, then there's the other end where, like, I was at a party with a pool on Saturday, and everybody's using the spray stuff.
Yeah.
And then after a while, you get in the pool, and there's just like that
rainbow.
Yeah.
Looks like somebody dropped an oil can in there.
I know. But it was so sunny.
It smells like coke.
Everybody was like preparing for battle before they. Somebody was like, all right, take your shirt off. Somebody get my back.
I do like the smell of sunscreen.
It smells good. It smells edible.
It's like, sunscreen.
It smells like summer.
There's sun.
Yeah. It smells like pina colada, man.
Well, even like I had just like a button-up shirt, right? So like, you're hanging out by the pool. You don't need to button it back up, but you're right. That shirt, even though I know it's dirty, I was like, smells nice.
I know.
All the sunscreen.
How did you get that thing you got? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Juan. Welcome to the men's room.
What's up, brothers?
Hola.
Hola, ¿qué pasa, masa? Anyway, I called in. Have you tried the Doritos with lemon yet? Because I've called in multiple times and I've told you to try it.
Wait, the flaming Doritos?
No, just regular Doritos. I guarantee my family made that recipe up.
You're convinced that your family came up with the original recipe.
You guys were supposed to try them out.
They're hard to find. You talking about the original corn chip with nothing on them?
Nothing on them, just plain nacho Doritos with lemon. And we've talked about this multiple times.
With lemon.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I mean, I was eating fruit yesterday with tahini on it.
Very close.
Oh, no. So what we do is just the lemon and regular nacho Doritos and then hot sauce and whatever we do with it.
Yep.
But anyway, let's get down to business. I have a whole tractor engine in my elbow. How's that sound?
A whole tractor engine in your elbow.
So I was getting off a tractor when I was 5 years old. And remember, this is the 80s, so this is when the John Deere tractors had the exposed motors open, you know? And my sweater got caught on a bolt. And as I'm jumping off the tractor, it whipped me into the motor, and my sweater got caught in the fan belt. That whipped me to the fan itself, and it chopped up my elbow.
So how's your elbow now?
Oh, I can still use it. I mean, it's functional. But, I mean, at 5 years old, they thought I lost my arm. Because, remember, everything back then was polyester. So it just melted. And I was lucky in that case because it melted and seared all the nerves. So I couldn't feel it.
I guess that's good.
I mean, better than losing my elbow, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
So, as my dad tells me, because, you know, I was 5, apparently I cussed out the nurse, told her to put her I guess I can say bitch, ass to work and just slap a Band-Aid on it, but it took 88 stitches to start sewing it from the inside out.
Damn.
And then they closed it, wrapped me up, and, you know, being 5 years old, you know, you play and whatnot, and I was at my grandma's house and on a swing and fell off the swing, and that thing busted open again. And when it busted open again, I was on the ground, and I got a branch in there. So, but it's crazy. I mean, the things that you can live through, and
Why were you on a tractor at 5 years old?
So we were migrant farmers when I was younger.
All right.
My dad was a migrant farmer. We kind of went up and down from Washington to Texas, just following the farms. And, I mean, that was nature. You grew up on a tractor, on a field. So what happened was my dad jumped off, and he was like, don't follow me. He was going to go check the combine behind the tractor because people are pulling up cauliflower. But me being a kid, of course, I want to be by my dad. And I jumped out, and that was it, man. I mean, I got shredded up. I destroyed the motor. It was brand new, 2 weeks old.
That's the part your father cares about most, I guarantee you. Like, son's fine, he killed my motor.
How did you get that thing you got? 206-803-ROCK.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Overpriced phone plans? Overcomplicated contracts? Unnecessary features? Yeah, they don't do that at Tello. In an era of overpriced everything, they keep things simple. They've got flexible and affordable phone plans from $5 up to $25 a month. At Tello, everything is online, right at your fingertips. Simply pick the plan that suits you best, and you can always upgrade or downgrade without any cost. Trust me, you're one SIM away from amazing wireless savings. Discover more plans on Tello.com. That's TELLO.com.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
This one's fun. Newlyweds' itchy groin was a sign of deeply embedded maggot form from the honeymoon. 36-year-old woman suffering from an itchy skin lesion went to several Florida doctors 2 months after her honeymoon in Belize. Learned the wound was a sign of a maggot, which had burrowed into the skin of her groin.
Maybe she married Jeff Goldblum.
Our question, how did you get that thing you got? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Angel. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola, muchachos.
Hola.
Okay, I'm 62 years old now. but when I was 11 years old, my mom planned a trip to Disney World, and we all got in the plane and went to Disney World, and then we ended up going to Busch Gardens, and there was a zoo over there. There was animals and all that, and I went to the petting zoo and started playing with the baby deers and goats and sheep and all those different animals from Africa. Well, the baby ones. And we got done with the trip. We went back home, back to Puerto Rico, and about 8-9 days later, I started to develop a fever, and I had that fever for like 8-9 days. I did not eat anything. So they took me to the doctor, and the doctor looked at me, and he could not identify what I had, so he had to go back into the books and get the books out. And he diagnosed me with scarlet fever.
Scarlet fever?
Do you think it was from one of the animals?
From the animals. That's what he said. It doesn't transmit from human to human. It transmits from animal to human. So I must have got them from the animals they brought from Asia or Africa and all that. So all my skin turned red, except on my joints and between my fingers and toes. And I had that fever for 8 days, and then when I weighed, I lost like 25 pounds for an 11-year-old kid. That's a lot. So,
were you in a lot of pain or anything, or just the fever?
Just the fever, just a lack of energy, just laying there, not moving, not eating. And my name is in the books of science because that was like the first case of scarlet fever since the late 1800s, early 1900s.
Congratulations, I guess.
Yeah, back in the old days, the kids used to die out of that. It was like a epidemic type thing, and it was people used to die, especially children. And all my skin fell off, and I used to peel the skin out of my hands and my feet. So I just became like a lizard. Back in school, they called me a lizard.
So you're called a lizard by your classmates, and you're in the medical record books.
Exactly. So
winning.
I didn't thought it was kind of like bad. I thought for me it was just like another time you get a cold, you're sick, you got a fever. But by the look of my family members and my schoolmates, especially my teachers, it was like they seen somebody they had resurrected. Like I was supposed to be, and the statistics, I was supposed to be dead, but I didn't. So
I think,
I'm here.
Angel, I think they shut all that crap down because I've been to Busch Gardens, Tampa 3 or 4
You mean
times.
the animal stuff?
Yeah. And it was,
they gave his ass scarlet fever.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think because I was there probably 82, 83 when they built the Scorpion or the Python, one of those 2 roller coasters.
All right.
I mean, that Busch Gardens, they do roller coasters.
Yeah, they were great.
The Loch Ness Monster up in Williamsburg is a great roller coaster. If you go to one of their parks, man, they got great coasters.
They know what they're doing.
But they didn't have any of the animals.
No, I don't remember that. And I've been there 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I think our boy Angel may have been the reason why.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think they shut that down.
You got rabies, you got bitten. It's another thing to say, we gave you a disease that had been eradicated, as far as we knew, for 120 years. Like, yeah, that's not a good look.
Also, Busch Gardens. If you ever get a chance to go to an amusement park, you got to remember their association with beer, with Anheuser-Busch.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to the park, like they had a Michelob bar.
Yeah.
All right? Michelob used to make like 9-10 different kinds of beers.
Yep.
They still have them at Busch Gardens.
Oh, really?
On draft. So you can go in there and get
They
like
got Michelob Dry?
Michelob Amber, Michelob Ice, Michelob, you name it. They would do like a stout, a porter, all that crap. Yeah, good times.
Well, yeah. I was going to say, I know the one in Williamsburg with the association, they have like a whole like European area. And like, I only went there as a teenager, but the adults were getting hammered.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How did you get that thing you got? 206-803, Rob.
By the way, it's fine. The guy's old now, but when he said they called him a lizard, I felt really bad for him.
I mean, I didn't. I know I should. I just giggled.
Yeah, I know, but just the way he said it, too, like, they called me a lizard.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that sticks with him, bro. You know what I mean?
Damn.
You survived scarlet fever only to be insulted.
Oh, God.
What is that?
Oh, Arn got shot with an arrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ, dude. Don't say that.
It looks like an arrow wound.
I'm deleting that, Arn.
Hello, Dirk. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola.
So I was in California in the late 80s, early 90s. Was going to school in San Jose, and we have a beach day at school during the summertime. So half the class or a large portion of the class goes to Santa Cruz and lay out in the sun and do sports and stuff and drink. And I passed out, and when I woke up, I had that tingly feeling you get in your face if you ever get a cold sore. You know what's coming. You know it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
And started to get more and more, and it became my whole lip became a cold sore. And then it kind of creeped down my chin, and it became like a full-on goatee of a cold sore.
God.
I mean, I've had cold sores ever since I was a little kid, but, usually just one corner of the, you can kind of cover it up or put your hand on it. But
that's
no, this
crazy
was
herpes.
Yeah, so I went to the Moffett Airfield because, I was a Madigan kid at the time. So, I go to Moffett, and they had all the doctors had to come in and, you got to see this guy's cold sore.
I mean, do they actually say that out loud when they're there? Like, you got to see this, man.
You can see, you see people, them going to get people, and then two more people come in. And
none of them have anything to do with the diagnosis. They just look at you and leave.
No, yeah. No, they knew what it was, but I knew what it was. They knew what it was. We all agreed, so.
Well, how do they think you got this? You said you passed out on a beach?
Sun. Yeah, it's photosensitive, cold sores.
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah. So that's what you guys are talking about, sunscreen. Usually that's what happened. You guys bring up a subject, and then I go, no, nothing weird happened to me. And then I go, oh, yeah, I fell asleep in the sun when you guys are talking about that. So.
I did not know. So they're not blisters. They're actually cold sores?
What's a fever blister, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, okay.
Herpes 1, herpes simplex.
Dude, I'm with you. When I was a kid, I would get them in the summertime all the time.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Exacerbates it, and so if you got one or you can feel one coming on, and you get in the sun, that'll turn it right on.
I never knew that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, there's a
right
couple.
now.
Like, do you get them from stress too?
Yeah, stress. Yeah, that's in fact why I started growing a goatee in college, was because that's about where I would get it.
So that's pretty much one
would
place.
irritate my face, and then I'd be stressed, and I'd turn into a cold sore. So
also downstairs herpes also causes.
No, I never had it downstairs.
No, but I know people who have.
You were quick to point that out. I did not have it downstairs.
So the word on the street is that
I will get a cold sore in my mouth. That is it.
Well, cause that. That's what they say in the medical journals.
Wow, man.
What? Being in the sun?
So no, basically the same thing. You said you could feel it coming on.
Oh yeah.
What I've been told is you could feel it coming on.
It's called the prodrome or something.
Into downstairs
you can feel it tingling. Sometimes I could mess with it in the inside of my mouth. It'd feel like a BB in my lip, and I could get it to come out on the inside. And then you got something you keep biting, a canker or whatever on the inside, but at least no one could see it.
All right. Now, are you with anyone? Are you dating anyone?
Yeah, no, I'm married.
All right. So how often do you have an outbreak with your wife? And does she just stay the hell away from you?
I haven't had one in years.
Wait, you said it's brought on by stress, and you said you're married. These two things go hand in hand.
Well, I'm also on immunosuppressant drugs, so that you should actually make it worse, but I don't know. I still...
Wow.
Okay. Dude, it is embarrassing. Especially in a relationship. I got one, and it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. You feel like a child.
Well, of course.
It's just like, well, I was out in the sun and I was a little stressed about something. Anyhow, do not kiss me for the next 2 weeks.
That's why, if you're in a relationship for a long time, it doesn't matter. Right? Because they'll tell you, you're getting stressed, you're going to get, bumpy face again. You're like, cool, I got you, no worries. But yeah, if you're, 2 months in or something, hey, we can't kiss. Because
that's what it was.
And you're trying to, but the thing is, all right, so you're telling me this. I'm your boyfriend, and you said, we can't kiss. I'm like, what's up, man? It's from stress. You're going to have to do a better sales pitch. I'd be like, that's from stress.
Yeah.
Because if you're the average person like me, you don't know that can contribute to it.
Well, it's also weird, too. I've been out back at a party smoking a little
chipper, little chipper.
And somebody was like, can I have a hit? And I just went, no. They're like, why? And I'm like, you can't tell, but I have a cold sore coming in. Like, no, if you hit this pipe, you're going to get one. They were like, no, man. And I was like, no, seriously.
They still want to hit it?
Yeah.
Do you want it?
No.
But dude, I got a cold sore.
Right. Like, I don't know if it's contagious or not right now, but, like, do not smoke this.
Tell you what, brother, hit it if you want, but I'm giving you the warning. All right?
How did you get that thing you got, 206-803-ROCK?
Hello?
I don't think I knew that growing up.
What's that, stress?
My girlfriend had cold sores all the time. I kissed her.
Wait, what?
No, just...
Like acne or cold sores?
Cold sores.
She had cold sores.
Yes.
And you're just making out with her anyway.
Sure.
Have
well,
you never
I
had
get
one?
it.
Have you guys never had one?
I've had like
never.
a cold sore, but never,
yes.
never like quote unquote an outbreak. Like I've had a cold sore and then it went away and then it's a non-issue for
as
9
an
years or something.
adult, it's very rare if I get one. There's like ointment, but I remember being in high school and like I just wouldn't go. I wouldn't go out on the weekends because it looks so horrible.
Sure,
and it's just
Yeah, I mean, cold sores are rarely a sales pitch. Like, try to find that thumbnail on the next porn site you go to. You know, puffy nipple. Ooh, cold sores. All right. You got razor bump in there, too? I'm all about it.
Right. And everybody you go to, I just remember one time having a giant one. I was like, I'm not going. And then somebody's like, you got to go to this party. And then everybody's party. You know, you got it. Like, yeah, I know. Right? Like, I know, man.
Well, if you have one downstairs, it's almost like you're walking on glass. You can just barely, it's horrible.
Oh, no.
You mean just the pain of it?
Yes.
And then how long does an outbreak last on average? Or does it change each time?
Well, you're supposed to know when it's coming on. And if you know when it's coming on, then you can take the medication.
All right.
But if you have an outbreak and you did not start taking the medication prior,
it doesn't do anything?
It does not do anything. You have to ride it out.
So do you only take the medication if you sense that an outbreak's coming?
Just like he said, you know
All
it's
right.
coming. And you need to take that stuff now.
Okay.
Well, that was always I don't know if it's true. I read often online. That was one of the like dirty secrets about the Jersey Shore, that show. Was that basically they handed out Valtrex like Tic Tacs to those people.
I don't think that's a
They have
rumor.
to.
I think based on that crowd and what they're into, and this is not a slight on them, it's just the reality of that part of the country. Like, yeah, guys, Valtrex. Well, didn't they do the same thing?
They're big. You want to talk about a big pill. Valtrex are huge.
The Olympics used to do it, they still do it with condoms, but didn't they start passing out like Herpacil or Valtrex or something at the last few of them?
I don't know. I just
think
they go through a crazy amount of condoms.
Yes, they do. Hello, Michelle. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Okay, I was about 12 years old, and it was the first time I spent the night at this particular girlfriend's house. My dad dropped me off, and the first thing he said to me when we pulled in the driveway is, do not get on that motorcycle that was sitting on her porch.
Knowing damn well you're going to.
Yep. And the last thing he said to me is, he left, do not get on that motorcycle. He wasn't out the driveway 5 minutes, and we were on it. And I was driving, and she was on the back. And she had really tall grass, about 6 foot tall, all around her property and her neighbor's property. And we come around this corner, and I felt her jump off the back of the bike. And didn't think much of it. I just kept going. And I come around this corner, and there's sitting a boat on a trailer, and I ran right smack dab into it. I flew in the air, the bike flew in the air, and it landed on my leg, and the foot peg, which didn't have a cover, one of those rubber covers on it, went through my leg and out the other side.
Ooh, damn. Oh.
But it didn't even cut my jeans, so my jeans went through my leg, too.
Oh.
What kind of jeans were those? That's a hell of a sales pitch for those jeans. Were they Wranglers?
No, they were Levi's.
All right. Well, that's a hell of a sale.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, it went through my leg, the jeans.
But they didn't rip.
Didn't rip or nothing.
No, they didn't even rip, but I had a good, probably 5-inch jagged, corner. It looked like a corner cut into my leg, and then a hole at the other side.
How long after you recovered? Like, what is the time period? Like, I'm sure your dad made sure you were okay, but then it had to be pretty quick after that. Like, didn't I tell you not to get on that?
Oh, yeah. Well, I missed out on going to Disneyland.
Oh, well.
Then, look.
Lesson learned.
Deep down, your father was so happy about that. Because he did not feel like going to freaking Disneyland. I promise you.
Oh, I love Disneyland.
I'm sure you did.
Oh,
How old were your kids?
When I took them?
Yeah.
Oh, 14, 15 years old.
All right.
Yeah. We had unfortunately, the Star Wars thing hadn't opened up yet.
See,
I would go back just to do that.
I would consider it.
The Cars is an awesome ride. I mean, they had some good stuff.
California Adventure is supposed to be cool.
Yeah, you get the whatever, Park Hopper Pass, whatever.
Park Hopper, yeah.
How did you get that thing that you got? 206-803-ROCK.
What is the Park Hopper? If I get the Park Hopper, what are the benefits I
The
get?
Park Hopper means you can go from park to park during the day. So
There's
it's
only
like
two.
There's only two in California, right? There's the Disneyland and then California Adventure.
But I can't go from one to the other unless I pay the astronomical fee.
So you pay one or the other, or you just get the pass that lets you walk in between. Now, the difference is Disneyland itself is full of old rides.
Yeah.
And the traditional, teacup,
sure.
Dumbo,
Space Mountain.
The little kid stuff.
Right. But when you go over to California Adventure, they got a roller coaster. They've got some newer, like a Demon Drop.
Soarin's over there.
Yeah, Soaring is over there.
So
the
at my
Cars
age
ride's over
now,
there, Star Wars
I would
over
not get
there.
the Disneyland pass. Like I would just want to. Like I'm there for the rides,
correct,
man.
correct.
And the kids are old enough that. Granted, if you see Mickey Mouse, I know I'd probably melt down too, as stupid as it is. But generally speaking, like I just want to get on the good.
Other than what the hell's the roller coaster inside?
Space Mountain.
Other than Space Mountain, that's the only one. I mean, on that side.
I mean, I would do both. Like with my family, when we go to the Disney World, though, because there's so many parks, you get the Park Hopper Plus, so that you can go for. Because sometimes, right, like we might spend the day in Magic Kingdom, but then you want to go to Epcot just to watch the fireworks.
All right.
And then with that Park Hopper Plus, you can pop into a water park.
I'm just kind of new to all this because we did Universal whenever the hell I went to Florida earlier this summer, and kids wanted to go to the water park, and I'm like, fine, effing whatever. But in my mind, it's just we just go to one giant park, and we find a water park. And my wife's like, no. We're buying tickets for the water park. I'm like, well, where the hell's the water park? She's like, it's next to the so-and-so park, which is next to the so-and-so park. And then when we got there and I saw the size of this thing, I'm like, oh. And what's crazy about it is across the street, and it's a wide street, Disney World.
Because
they are literally. You look on one side, there's Disney. Look on the other side of the highway, there's Universal. I'm like, Jesus.
Think about it this way: Disney World, you have the Magic Kingdom, MGM Studios, Animal Kingdom, and Epcot. But Disneyland itself, the entire of Disneyland, fits in just the parking lot of the Magic Kingdom at Disney World. That's how massive it is.
Damn.
How did you get that thing you got? 206-803-ROCK.
On Fox 1, you can stream Fox's biggest moments live. Get out! Bigger.
I can feel the sweat, and I can smell it a little.
Bigger.
That was genius.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Fox 1, we live for live. Streaming now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average, and auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework. Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
You know, there are a lot of passions. Some days it's sports, other days it's cooking or music, or just diving into a great documentary. The thing is, whatever you're into, it's on Prime. Amazon Prime isn't just about fast delivery. Though getting stuff the same day is pretty great. But it turns out it's so much more. Prime Video, Amazon Music, the whole range of services. It's like a hub for all kinds of curiosity. Prime helps people stay connected to what matters and keeps the journey of exploration going. Whether it's watching something inspiring, listening to a new artist, or getting gear delivered fast to chase a new hobby, Prime makes it easier to dive in. So yeah, whatever you're into, it's on Prime. From streaming to shopping, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever sparks interest. Amazon.com/Prime.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Missouri resident is in the hospital after contracting a rare and deadly brain-eating infection. Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services said in a recent news release the unidentified patient likely encountered Naegleria fowleri, a microscopic amoeba that can cause primary amoebic meningoencephalopathy after water skiing at the Lake of the Ozarks. Patient is said to be receiving treatment in the ICU. The
ICU too.
Fowleri lurks in warm, fresh water. While it's not uncommon, they say, for it to be present, actual infections are exceedingly rare. But the amoeba can also be found in unchlorinated swimming pools and splash pads, and even on an occasional tap water, per the CDC.
Cool.
Typically enters the body through the nose. So this is probably one of those things, like, too, when people do their with the kettles and stuff, when they're not using.
Yeah. The neti pot.
Neti pot.
Yeah, whatever the hell those
Didn't
are.
that take someone out earlier this year, within the last 2 years? They got. And by the way, why do amoeba? Is there any other organ of the body that parasites eat? Right? They eat flesh, or they seem to eat your brain.
Well, they say once it enters your body, it makes a beeline for the brain, where it destroys tissue. That's the first move.
That's what I'm saying. Why is it the brain? Why does it have to go for the brain?
Maybe brains are delicious.
I guess. Why can't it go? What's the thing that blows up? The appendix. You can live without it. Just eat our appendix. If you're going to eat something, like, look, eat my appendix, I don't care.
It's just what they like, man.
They just like brain. Okay.
I'd love to see this flex.
Is that like their chicken nugget for kids? Like, guys, try something else.
That's what I'm assuming.
That's their dino nugget.
Here's what they say you should do.
The brain.
The
human dino nugget.
Amoeba's dino nugget.
If you're going to Lake of the Ozarks, here's what you do. Officials urge caution. If you're in the warm, fresh water, they recommend nose clips.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Underwater or limiting underwater activity and steering clear of stirring up lake sediment, where the amoeba tend to reside.
Some of this don't get in the water.
So you're walking in the water, don't swim.
Don't get in the water.
How did you get that thing you got? 206-803-ROCK.
I always defend lakes and love swimming in them, but stuff like that doesn't help.
No, it really doesn't.
Well, there's living stuff in there. I mean, we have to expect that.
I know, but it's like when you say that, like, put it this way, man. I can go to Lake of Ozarks. Hey, man, don't stir up the bottom. You might get the brain-eating amoeba. Or go swimming right off the coast of, what's the beach in Florida? Starts with an S.
New Smyrna Beach.
New Smyrna Beach, right? Right where the sharks are all in. I would rather go to New Smyrna Beach. What?
There's a lot of shark bites there. Rarely is there a death as there are lemon and some other shark.
Which are delicious.
They're black tip, little tiny ones.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, my question, Ted, do we go to New Smyrna Beach or you want to go to Lake of Ozarks?
I'll take you up to the old Stilly up in Darrington. We'll go swimming in a river.
Okay.
Well, someone told me I should, I always used to swim with my eyes open underwater.
Yeah, I did too.
Pool, lake, ocean, doesn't matter.
And they say don't.
I never do.
That's what they say.
Out of reflex, I close my eyes.
I feel like in the ocean, I will close my eyes.
What's that?
How do you see when you're swimming underwater?
Well, you just kind of guess.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And if you're in a pool, you kind of take the dimensions so you don't hit it.
Sure. Fair.
But, you just kind of guessing or you got to work up.
Okay.
I don't know. The pool, my eyes are open. In the ocean, I close them. Because I just...
They get a little salty, but, I mean, basically, it doesn't bother me.
I just can't.
Yet.
It's like, you ever seen me try to put in eye drops?
No, you can't keep your eyes
trying
open.
to swallow something. Yeah, I got to, force my eye open and... I don't know.
You'll close your own eyes.
Yeah. So, when I'm in water, I'll be open them. And it's my brain's no.
Okay.
Don't.
Fair enough.
Well, that's good. How did you get the thing you got? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Bill. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola.
So this takes place probably back in the early 70s. I was about 9 or 10. I was a Navy brat, and when my father was on base, my mother helped run a Texaco gas station. And I had kind of learned how to pump gas. So one day, this guy pulls in with a motorcycle and wants a few bucks in gas, and my mother let me go out there and pump it. Well, during that time while pumping, he decided to go to the bathroom. My mother went back inside to watch the soap operas, and I finished pumping the gas. Well, I'm looking around, and the guy's still not there, but there is this cool-looking motorcycle right in front of me. Add to that I had just saw Evel Knievel jump several cars, maybe a couple of days before in a program. So I decided I'm going to be Evel Knievel, and I'm going to hop on this motorcycle. Well, I'm wearing shorts. The motorcycle had just pulled in, and when my leg relaxed and hit that muffler, it was the equivalent of me frying bologna in a skillet.
Oh, yeah.
The smell and the sound.
Yeah. And it sticks.
So at that, yeah, and
it sticks.
So I put out the sound that I'm pretty sure only dogs could hear at the time. I could not even get a scream out. I immediately dove off of the bike, and I think a second or two later is when I was actually able to scream. So my mother comes running out, and I'm figuring, okay, she's going to kiss the boo-boo or render first aid. No, she yokes me up by the collar and starts beating the crap out of me. I'm totally embarrassed. I'm crying. The guy comes out. He's looking like, I don't know what the heck just happened, and he took off. Well, to this day, I still have a gnarly C-shaped scar on my calf muscle that has just never gone away, and a little patch where the skin kind of got pulled and torn off.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Good times.
You bring up Evel Knievel, right? So when, what's the show? Jackass came out. You know, hey, man, don't try this at home, blah, blah, blah. All the stuff you should say. They never said that with Evel Knievel.
No.
And like you said,
They buy the toy.
all of us, every single one of us, we'd make our little crappy ramps. We'd grab our bikes, roll down, and try to jump whatever it is we wanted to jump, specifically because of Evel Knievel.
Yeah.
Now, one time did they say, hey, kids specifically, because he's your hero, right? Adults kind of figured it out, but this is your hero. Like you said, we have his toys. It's all about wheelies and jumping. Go as fast as you can. They never said don't do it, and we all did it. And all of us, much like Evel Knievel, failed all of the
They
time.
have this Evel Knievel accessory for your bicycle.
Oh, you rev it.
So where your grips are. You replace the right-handed grip on your bike, and this plastic contortion thing went on there.
Mm-hmm.
And when you revved it, it had a little speaker in there to go, brum, 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 brum. Then you take off down the hill and hit that ramp.
Yeah. You realize, and every kid on earth, if you had that
What
on
the
your
hell
bike,
is that thing called?
you were convinced you're going faster. It's like a little kid with new shoes, like, look how fast I can run. And you go, yeah, great. Same thing. So anyone that got one of these for Christmas or their birthday, like, we're jumping your bike. But we'd all use his bike, because obviously his bike is faster because it makes noise.
They still make these things.
Are you kidding?
No.
Okay. Jeez.
I mean, that would be cool if you're a kid with a bicycle to rev it up.
But it really inspired you to jump.
They got them. You can still buy one. Retro motorcycle revving
Yeah,
noise
why
maker
not?
throttle. I want one. I'll put one of those on my street bike right
Say,
now.
man, get one on the mountain bike.
You just get right. Get out of my way, bitch.
Pedal.
How did you get that thing that you got? 206-803 Rock.
We used to run over aluminum cans. That's how we got the revving sound. You would run over the aluminum can, and then it would go all the way around, and it would stick on the bar. And your tire running on that can would just...
That's how you revved it?
Because it would resonate through the can out the mouth of it. And so, yeah, it would make that sound.
So when I was a real little kid, like my dad liked Westerns. And our kitchen was so old, we had saloon doors.
I thought those were awesome when I was growing up.
Yes.
But I would put keys in the back of my shoes and have my little toy gun. So it sounded like I had spurs on. It bust through into the kitchen.
Did you ever kick them open?
I don't think I was that tall. But you're right. As a kid, you'll do anything to make like the...
Absolutely, man. You want to recreate these moments.
Man,
At least Jackass said don't.
Yeah, even when someone got in trouble in school, you go,
It's just, and teachers will get mad, but we're like, look, either you could not yell at the kid or just accept that it's going to happen. Because, 28 kids in unison.
Did you ever do the U?
What's a U?
Like if Thrill was getting in trouble, like everybody else in the class would just go, you.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the one doing it. Like,
why does anyone want to be a teacher? I mean, it's just, you know what I mean?
How did you get the thing you got? 206-803 Rock.
Hello, Roberto. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. So this is Roberto the Juggler. How you guys doing?
What's going on, man?
Dude.
Doing good.
How many scars do you have, just by the way, just real quick, how many scars do you think you have based on what you choose to do?
I would say probably half a dozen.
That's actually a lower number than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, from, a machete landing on the top of your hand and cutting your hand, or, a burn from a flaming torch or something like that. So I've got some scars from over the last 45 years of doing shows.
Yeah.
But so my story takes place in Japan. I was out in Japan performing for 2 months. I did 160 shows out in Nagasaki at a theme park. And on our day off, a bunch of entertainers, we decided to play some. Someone had a basketball, and there was a soccer field, and a bunch of Japanese guys came out, and a bunch of us Americans we started playing soccer with a basketball, and
it's a little heavier.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say it's a heavy ball.
It is a heavy ball, but we didn't have a soccer ball, and there was a soccer pitch there. We're like, cool, let's do it. And guy boots the ball, and I go to deflect it as the goalie, and it caught my ring finger and broke my ring finger. And so I ended up going to the hospital. The interpreter took me to the hospital, and as we're walking in, some lady comes out of the hospital, and she has a little monkey. And I'm like, are we going to the vet, or where are we going? And he's like, Japanese baby. And I'm like, what? And he's like, no, just kidding. And so anyways, we go in there, and they're going to x-ray this thing. And usually they put like you get an x-ray, they put all the heavy lead covers over you and stuff. Like, they didn't do any of that. And I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit nervous here getting this x-ray. And anyways, they x-rayed it. It was broken. And there's nothing they could do about it. So what I did is I taped my ring finger to my pinky, and I finished up my contract doing. I probably did about 75 shows with a broken index finger.
How much did you have to adjust your muscle memory based on everything you do? Now your ring finger is taped to your pinky, which I understand, but how much did that affect your muscle memory, and how much did you have to adjust?
I had to adjust a little bit, but, I was still able to do it. I mean, they were really happy that it was like I didn't cancel. And so that was great. And, but I kind of locked into it and kind of figured it out. And, but from this day on, my ring finger is crooked. So I got a crooked ring finger from my trip to Japan.
And you met a real life Japanese baby. Yeah. Awesome.
That's right.
Hey, man, when's your next big performance?
Coming up, the Washington State Fair. I'm going to be out there all 20 days. I'm at the Coca-Cola stage, and just did the Everett Aqua Sox game yesterday. Got a chance to meet Daly and Miggs. That was cool.
Oh, nice. Cool.
And, they were out at the ballpark, and got some NBA halftimes booked. I'm going to be heading out doing the Indiana Pacers, and I've got the Phoenix Suns booked, and so I'm starting to put together my tour for the NBA halftime.
When you go to the Washington State Fair, will that, being that you're a worker, could you walk into the concert and just stand and watch the bands?
If I talk to the right people, I can get in, and it used to be back in the day you could recognize one of the usher people, and they go, oh yeah, go right in. But now it's a little bit more ticketed, and so if there was a concert I want to go to, I just talk to.
Well, I was going to say, man, Friday's Toto, Christopher Cross, and Men at Work, man.
We were actually going to take the day off and go.
It's sold out.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for you. Why? I get college football is usually it's the marching band, but like I know there's Red Panda, but why doesn't the NFL doesn't seem to hire people like you? It seems more NBA. Is there a reason?
That's a big space to fill, and
okay.
I've done some arena football. I think you just get swallowed up on a big, huge, football field. Whereas what I do works great for basketball, or I do quite a few hockey intermissions. They bring out a 20-by-20 carpet, and I can do it out on the ice. Arena football, things like that. So,
all right, that makes perfect sense.
Basically, space, yeah.
Yeah, and now that you explained it, Ted, it almost sounds like a stupid question.
I was thinking the same thing. As
soon as he said it,
I was like, yep, that adds up. I'm the idiot.
Indy 500, there he is.
Where is he?
Oh, jeez. How did you get that thing you got? 206-803-ROCK.
It seemed like I'm just like, you never see him in NFL games.
No, when you asked, I'm like, why is that? As soon as you said it, I'm like, that is exactly why. Okay. Hello, Josh. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So I got that thing that I got, which is a 6-month-old, by saying 2 words, and that's F it. A little backstory. So Mrs. and I we've been building the house for years now, and our game plan was as soon as the house is done, then marriage, then kids, directly after. But we're in our late 30s, and, biological clocks tick, and everybody and their uncle's been asking us, when we're going to get married and have kids. We've been together 9 years. And And literally, in the throes of passion last year, I thought about all this in that last second and a half and just said, F it.
Yeah.
And, like, those words actually came out of my mouth. I asked her the next morning, I said, hey, did you hear what I said? She goes, no. And then I said, hey, because there's a right time and a wrong time with these things, right? So I was like, hey, are you, in fact, she makes fun of me for this. I said, hey, are you stagnant right now? Like, are things flowing? Is ant flow here, whatever? Like, she's like, did you just ask your girlfriend if she was stagnant?
Stagnant, yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't know the right word either, man. As a dude, when we're trying to broach these topics, like you said, we try to be delicate. The misfortune we have is a very limited vocabulary, so we tend to take the most direct word. Are you stagnant? And there it is.
Yep. So this apparently it was the wrong time, but she didn't tell me that. So for a couple of weeks, I was like, hey, has your aunt visited yet? Has your aunt visited? Finally, one day she says, yes. Oh, my gosh, can you get me some chocolates from the store? And then that very next week, Father's Day was rolling around. And so she hands me a box with a big framing hammer, and then a pink hammer, and then a little baby hammer. And then she says, by the way, you've been drinking decaf for the last 2 weeks.
Oh. And how old is your kid now?
6 months. You guys met her over at the Tracy 10 movie house.
Oh, really?
That was that fresh little
How
one.
long did Miles hold your baby?
Say that again?
How long did Miles hold your baby?
I'm not dumb enough to let Miles hold my baby.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Good looking out. As soon as I pick that thing up, you're going to est all over me.
Guarantee.
That's how it always works. You either get thrown up on you, whenever you hold somebody else's baby, you're going to get some of their fluids.
I still like the two guys.
Drool.
They had kids like the same age, and Miles picked, and they were like, "Oh, here, take the other one."
Oh yeah.
And they just started loading you up, and then you were like, "Whoa, it's too many."
How many kids do I have here?
Well, yeah. I mean,
any parent will hand their kid off.
Yes, they will.
I mean, trust
absolutely.
Me. What do you want to spend the night at whose house? There is none until they leave, until they move out.
No. To physically, I was at a brewery one night.
All right.
And a woman handed me a child that was, he seemed a little too big to be handed around.
Well, how big was he? How old was he?
Like, put your hand up to your hip or wherever, how tall you think this kid was.
I mean, he had to be at least one. I'm guessing somewhere between like 15, 16 months.
You're still good there, man.
There's also,
I don't know. It just, like, holding him, I was like, and he was like screaming. I mean, literally, I held him like this, and I was like, I had to be like, oh, right.
Here's the thing. Yeah. I've found that, at least in my experience.
I didn't know the lady. She was a friend of a friend. I never met her. She was just passing this kid off.
Now, that's weird. No. But, like, once your kids are old enough to walk, my experience was the only people they even want to hold them, if they're being held at all, are their parents.
Yes.
Maybe grandparents.
Correct. So
I get that.
Kid was walking.
So your kids will cling to you. But once they can walk, like, they don't want people holding them because to them,
they can escape.
Walking is like a brand new car. Like you're going to open it up on the freeway. Yeah. Like they want to take off running. And that is why kids run every single freaking place.
In the crawling years, like days, 6 months to 8 months to a year, the head is the biggest thing on this human being. Mm-hmm. And when you hold them, they just don't really, it's like a big old bobblehead, man. They will headbutt you and almost knock you out.
Yeah. That's why there's a way to hold them.
I'm dead
serious.
It's
like for their protection and like your own.
Boom, and they don't even feel it.
And then they'll randomly throw it back like they're trying to get you to drop them.
I know.
Oh, my God. My daughter Ava, I thought she broke my nose.
Oh, no.
I'm just pouring blood down my face, and she's just looking at me. I'm like,
what are you doing?
Jesus, man. She just headbutted me right in the freaking... I mean, I thought she blew the whole thing. I thought she broke my nose.
That's why little kids look like the person you see like on the bus or the subway who's nodding off.
Yes.
So the head goes forward, then they snap it back, and then drops forward and snap. And you realize, like, that's their best muscle control. It's amazing to me, right? In all the entire animal kingdom, we are absolutely positively the most helpless at birth. Right? I mean, just like maybe a baby kangaroo is worse off than us, but like babies, how did we evolve? Because at some point it started with a baby. And they're like, man, there's zero chance. Again, like panda bears, you're not good on your own, man.
No.
Like, you need some intervention.
Well, I mean, we got pretty ancient weapons.
Like?
Arrows and stuff. I just feel like somewhere along the way, like, people were like, we got to start making weapons.
That's probably what inspired tools. Like, hey, let's go take down this mammoth. All right, we lost 8 of us.
Mm-hmm. We need something bigger.
We need something else, man.
Right. If kids are too big to hold, but I will also say I was at a pool recently, like a big one at like a little resort.
Yeah.
I had to do some blocking technique.
What are you talking about?
There was just one kid he was just sprinting all around. But every time the parents barely turned around, he would just
take off running
right down the pool. So you got to block him away.
Did you block him?
Yeah,
good on you.
I'm
man.
not going to pick him up. I don't know the kid. I don't know the parents.
Did you ever knock him down?
No,
because kids ricochet, man. That's all
you got to block him, and then it looked like he didn't know what to do and was about to dive in the pool. So I kind of just grabbed the back of his shirt, hang on, no, right, and then the dad came over and was like, "Thanks." It's no. I mean, he was like a little wild animal.
Yeah.
Your guess is as good as mine. Cut out the categories of the world's most deadly animals and the deadliest animals in the United States. And we've got your emails on the way next from the men's room at KISW.com.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Overpriced phone plans? Overcomplicated contracts? Unnecessary features? Yeah, they don't do that at Tello. In an era of overpriced everything, they keep things simple. They've got flexible and affordable phone plans from $5 up to $25 a month. At Tello, everything is online, right at your fingertips. Simply pick the plan that suits you best, and you can always upgrade or downgrade without any cost. Trust me, you're one SIM away from amazing wireless savings. Discover more plans on Tello.com. That's TELLO.com.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Categories: the world's most deadly animals and the deadliest animals in the U.S. Coming up with your guess is as good as mine. First time, though, for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
The birthday's brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
All of my parasocial pals, Canada rocks for bringing Andrea Simonianu into our lives, or no. And Andrea's mom and dad deserve a shout-out as well. She defines the crazy hot scale by being a cool, badass smoke show of a bish. She's also one of the most caring and loving people I know. So with this Monday birthday, she's missed out hearing from you guys in a while, so please give her an OG fish sandwich, the F-35 crashing in South Carolina screaming guy, and a Can I Grow Up? Though birthdays are stupid, Andrea, I hope you have many, many more beyond me. That from one of Andrea's favorite white boy Seattle ex-boyfriends, West Seattle Josh.
2 Oregon fish sandwich.
Can I grow up? Is that a lot of information about him?
Yeah. It's
White boy ex in West Seattle?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
A little self-promotion, but still give her a birthday.
All right.
I'd like to give a birthday shout-out to my wife. I'm Radio Steve the Thrill Hill. Heard afternoons, 2 to 6 on KSW. Baby, I love you. Couldn't think of a better birthday. By the way, ladies, I'm 6'4", weigh about 185 pounds.
Well, like he says, from one of Andrea's favorite white boy Seattle ex-boyfriends with Seattle Josh. Like
one of them.
How many white boy exes?
What are we talking about here?
Right?
Here's one for you, Ted. Birthday shout out to my husband, Bob, 65 years old. Love you, Bubbles. Let's hear some dirty Germans baking up some lobster mac and cheese. Listens to you every day in Worcester, Massachusetts. You guys rock. That from the lovely Lisa.
Yeah, first of all, in Deutschland, when we call lobster, that is our name for crabs, but also, you should know that when we say mac and cheese, we're talking about cheese being your butt and we are macking it. Hence, lobster, mac and cheese.
Yes, it's the first time as a German I've ever tried the accent there, but yeah, it's from Worcester.
Yeah. Yeah, Worcester, that's how they say. Worcester.
Yeah, but since we're European, it's not mac and cheese, it's noodles with bechamel sauce.
Yeah. Get some culture.
You have a little bechamel on your cheek, honey.
Yeah. See you in Worcester.
Worcester.
All right, guys, here you go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ja, the Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Overpriced phone plans? Overcomplicated contracts? Unnecessary features? Yeah, they don't do that at Tello. In an era of overpriced everything, they keep things simple. They've got flexible and affordable phone plans from $5 up to $25 a month. At Tello, everything is online, right at your fingertips. Simply pick the plan that suits you best, and you can always upgrade or downgrade without any cost. Trust me, you're one SIM away from amazing wireless savings. Discover more plans on Tello.com. That's TELLO.com.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Come on, let's get a contestant on the line now. For your guess is as good as mine. Call 206-803-ROCK. In the meantime, a couple of extra emails. This one on burger spots, as we have a In-N-Out burger now in Washington State.
That is correct.
Last week on our men's room poll for Big Dummy, we were saying if you could have a burger spot that's not normally in your area, move in, what would you want? So we had In-N-Out Burger, we had Culver's, Whataburger, and White Castle.
Yeah.
Were the options. And it says, afternoon, you filthy animals. Catching up on the podcast from last week, you're all talking about the burger spots, In-N-Out, White Castle, all that. We live about 20 miles west of Greensboro, North Carolina, in a nice little town called Kernersville. K-Ville or K-Vegas by the locals. My dad used to live in Kernersville, actually.
Really? K-Vegas?
Really? It's in the Piedmont. Yep.
All right.
Oh.
Well, on my way home from every day after work, I pass a construction site where, as of today, they have finally put up the signage for none other than a Whataburger. Directly across the street from the new Whataburger is a Culver's.
Come on.
So excited. Thank you for the 20-plus years out of the Seattle market where I found you guys back in the buzz days. Taking y'all with me from Seattle to Southern California to Indianapolis, Pensacola, and now K-Ville. Cheers, and here's to many more years of quality radio programming. Stay thirsty, my friends. That from Jake out of North Carolina.
That's wild, because I thought that Whataburger was just kind of kept to Texas, and I think Patrick Mahomes was the only owner outside of Texas. Because he brought one up to Missouri.
Again, I thought the same thing. Then Miles corrected me last week, and he was right. Like they're moving them around.
They're like in 10, 12 states.
All right. So he's in North Carolina. I'm shocked he didn't mention Cookout.
Right.
People in the South love that place.
I've never heard of that.
We need a shopping mall that just has all the stuff that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, just all the burger chains, all the weird
Jet Pizza, Buc-ee's, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Well, Buc-ee's is a gas station.
I know, but if I'm at the mall, I might want to get gas.
Yes. At this place that has a White Castle and a Culver's and a Whataburger and whatever else we don't get.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Look, man, if that many people show up at a single location, right? You said, what the hell is it?
There's a sub shop that I see commercials
all that
for.
kind of crap, right? So if you put them all in one place, I'm telling you, it'd just be a giant food hall. I think it would do very well.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Yeah, I don't know. People in the South love Cookout.
Roy Rogers.
Cookout trays.
Is it barbecues or burgers? What is it?
It's they have Charborough hamburgers. They got Hush Puppies.
Ooh, definitely a Waffle House.
It's definitely closer to like a normal kind of place, but I think they have hot dogs and this and that.
Okay.
But I think the whole thing is you get like a burger and a hot dog and this and that.
Yeah, right. I'm in.
Okay. Another extra email here. It says, NFL picks on the Appy Hour. Please tell me you guys will keep this thing going. That from Ben. What are we?
It's inevitable.
2 weeks out?
I believe so, yeah. We got this week off, and then we kick back in next
The
week.
NFL's got a 2 week break before.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a Thursday night game to kick off the season or some crap like that.
The Eagles are going to crush the Cowboys, yes. That's how they're opening the season.
Ravens are Sunday night?
Sunday night, I believe.
And the Seahawks open with?
The Niners.
Oh, the Niners.
Okay.
Where's that game? Is that here or away?
That is... Ooh, that's a good question there, Miles.
That's here.
Is it here?
Oh, yeah. Niners at Seahawks. So next week there's a Thursday night game, a Friday night game, and then Sunday.
Who's Friday?
Chiefs and somebody, I think.
Okay.
NFL, I love you. Not Friday.
I agree. Like, man, let us have a night to just go out and not be distracted.
Yeah.
Because look, I'm not a guy that checks my phone almost ever for any reason. But if there's football on, I'm going to check my phone. I will be that guy.
Yeah,
I'll keep up on the scores, period. Yeah.
Oh, subject to this one, greatest limited time release lager. Dear fellow rockers, hola bacholas.
Hola.
I finally tried the limited release lager. It is so delicious. They were out of my regular Kraken stash of by Hop Valley, so I decided to try a 6-pack of the Men's Room Lager. I have to say, I am very disappointed.
What?
Let me elaborate. It says limited release. Please, for the love of all things Washington State local beer, talk to Black Raven and make this a regular beer. It'll be in my regular rotation of beers 100% of the time. Sincerely, from a lifetime listener, first-time emailer. I had to send an email because I have a picture of my cat with a beer. Yes, I know, very fitting. Feel free to share or use the photo for maybe some advertisements.
All right.
Well, we don't have a lot of cats drinking our beer, so I think that'd be a good promotional video.
That from Red Chip Slinger of the Northwest.
Wash down your fancy feast with some limited release Men's Room beer.
You know what, Red? We'll talk to him. We're going to see him here in a few weeks when we do our little party.
I'm actually right there with him, man. I like that beer enough where it's like, can we keep it?
That's a damn fine lager.
Right. That's all. And I'm not. Look, a lot of people don't like IPAs, but a lot of those people discovered they like our IPA. It does not hit like your average IPA.
Right.
Generally speaking, I'm not a lager fan. So I was like, we're doing a lager. I really, really like the lager.
It's a damn
And then I realized I have not had a beer from Black Raven that I do not like yet.
I was drinking the IPA all weekend.
Yeah, honestly, man.
I would also say for right now, we'll try to get it on, but right now they're both available.
Oh, yeah.
I have a bartender buddy that was like, hey, is the IPA gone? I said, no. The lager is just the 20th anniversary right now, but they're both out there. You can get them both.
Yeah. And if you look, man, just ask your bartender. Say, hey, man, could you put the Men's Room IPA on or whatever you like? And more than likely, look, as soon as they blow one of their kegs, it's not a regular one.
Yeah.
They'll stick it on there for a while.
Correct.
So definitely do that. Then send us a picture and we'll put it up on the brand new Men's Room Facebook page.
Yeah.
Which is up and running again. Very exciting. Very exciting. Okay, time for Low Your Guess is as good as mine. It's an easy game to play. We get a contestant on the line. It is your job to get as many right out of said category before 3 strikes and you're out. So, Steve, who's going to play a little Your Guess is as good as mine?
Hello, Paul. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. Paul, welcome to the program, and your guess is as good as mine. Okay, Paul, we have the world's 10 deadliest animals. Okay? The only one that is obviously going to stick out there, that would be mosquitoes. There's no doubt that mosquitoes are always number one on the list, so
yeah, of course.
I know you know that. But, Paul, here is the fun one, I think, okay? I am going to give you a group of states. You tell me what you believe to be the number one killer of humans in the United States is. So you can go the 10 deadliest animals in the world, or I can actually break down by section. The United States of America.
So the same animal in a certain collection of states?
That's exactly right. Okay, so which one do you want to go with?
Which one do you think is going to be more fun, Miles?
To be honest with you, I think it's more just because it's all in our backyard. I think the United States is a little bit more interesting. As far as...
All right, let's do it.
Okay, all right. So, Paul, let's start with the easy ones, in my mind, okay?
Oh, no pressure or anything. These are just real easy.
No, but I think they speak for themselves. Let's go with Alaska. What do you think is the deadliest, most dangerous animal in the state of Alaska?
Well, Ted mentioned grizzly bears, so let's do that.
That is it. Grizzly bear. They are the most dangerous animal in Alaska.
And they're every freaking where.
There.
We went to Alaska.
Natural.
We went to Anchorage, all right? And we were staying in downtown Anchorage, and they had a newspaper sitting in the hotel room. Miles picks it up, and the headline was something to the effect of like second or third jogger attacked by grizzly bear at Millennium Park. And I said, look, let's just not go to Millennium Park. And then we looked on a map to figure out what Millennium Park was. When we looked out our windows across the street.
Right there.
Okay.
Now, almost just lost Bowie. The mascot
right.
to the Kraken to a grizzly.
Yes. And that thing was
close.
I mean, it was focused in. When you saw that thing coming, you're like, uh-oh.
Well,
they were laughing when they were running away. I'm like, this is not funny.
To be fair, grizzly bears don't have a lot of troll in their diet.
Do you guys have any idea the other 3 states in the United States and also grizzly bears are the most dangerous animals? Montana is correct.
Wyoming.
That is correct, Mike. One more. Right up there with
Dakota?
North Dakota.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. Now.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're on it, boys.
Look at that.
Grizzly guys.
All right, Paul, here are the states.
Grizzly guys.
I think you're going to be able to get this. Remember, this is the most dangerous animal in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Utah, or Colorado. All of those.
That's tough. What are you guys thinking?
I'll give you a giant hint. Their fans drink a lot.
Yes, they do. You know it's not grizzly bears. So what else do we have around here?
They're big.
Right. It's a mascot. Their fans drink a lot.
They're looking at you whether you see them or not.
Well, when you say fans drink a lot, I'm thinking... give me this hint. Is a football team represented?
Yeah, in Washington State.
And a basketball team.
Mountain Lion.
Mountain Lion is correct. Mountain Lion, the most dangerous animal in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Utah, and Colorado. Okay. We move on. You're 2 for 2, Paul. Nice job. Okay, the states. California, Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico.
Oh, I got it.
Is that going to be a rattlesnake?
It is a rattlesnake.
All right.
You are 3 for 3. No strikes against you. See, I like the way this game works.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to give you a hard one. I think Ted can pull this off.
Because Ted is crazy.
Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas. There's one key state there that gives away the answer.
Yeah, you're right. I got it.
Back to what we were doing.
Do rednecks count?
They do for me,
yes.
But in this case, so one of those states is the real tip-off. I had no idea, but I made the guess based on Miles's clue.
Correct.
Can you give me any hint at all?
One of these states, their
Yeah.
college mascot is the animal. What were the states again, Miles?
States, the college mascot's the animal.
So we had Texas, we had Oklahoma and Arkansas.
Arkansas. And it's not a longhorn steer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's them wild Sooners.
It's not a cowboy. It's not a Sooner. It's not an Aggie.
Yeah, I'm not great with college football though. So
well, then go basketball.
Right. As Miles said, Suey. What do you usually say that to? Suey.
What do you save your face with?
Is it
What are all sports references?
Right.
40 minutes of hell. Basketball.
I mean, was Pumbaa technically one of these?
What's that?
Was Pumbaa technically one of these from The Lion King?
I don't know Disney
so.
that well.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Mike loves
Maybe.
the movie.
No, you know what I
that
think?
has the same name as these.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a movie about 4 middle-aged guys on a motorcycle trip.
Wild boar.
There you go,
you go.
wild hog or a feral hog.
I went warthog.
Razorback. Very good. 4 for fur. 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 Okay, all right. There's only one state that has this animal, and the state is Hawaii. This is the most dangerous animal in each state. Now, this one is unique more so to the Pacific Ocean.
I'm about to say, is it a land animal or not?
Mm-hmm.
Is it big or small?
It's big.
It's
if
big.
you consider 16 to 18 feet big.
A shark?
Okay, but I need the type of shark. That's the most important thing. They are striped.
Tiger.
There you go.
Tiger.
Okay, Paul. You got 5. Okay. Let's see if I can give you another. Okay. I think Ted will be able to get this one. There's not a lot of clues involved, but when you think about the area, the most dangerous animal exists South Dakota and Nebraska. South Dakota and Nebraska.
Dangerous animals there.
Oh, I think I know.
Ted will argue all day with you on this
Oh,
one.
yes, he will.
You'll call it the wrong name, but we'll let it slide.
It's fine.
South Dakota and Nebraska.
People
There's
actually,
not a lot of people there.
right?
San Diego, or
but the
sorry, San
people
Diego,
that go
South
there,
Dakota and Nebraska.
people will walk up to this animal and then regret it.
Buffalo.
That is correct, but it's the American bison.
It's the American bison.
I'm going to give you that one. Okay.
Buffalo, early indigenous to Africa and Asia.
Okay.
Ted was waiting to correct you.
That's right.
He knew it was going to happen. He knew it.
Okay, this is all right. Here we go. The states are Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine.
So up there in the Northeast.
Oh, way up there in like Canada.
There's the clue.
Is this a mammal?
Dangerous animal.
Is it a mammal?
It is a mammal.
Steve.
It is a mammal.
Oh.
Up to Canada.
Up in Canada.
Well, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, and then all through Canada in that area.
Some are known to hang out with squirrels.
Some are known to actually be in this area.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they can be. I mean,
Is there one named Mortimer?
There is.
Technically, yes.
The males are called bulls.
It's ringing a bell, but I'm Mortimer.
Big nosed creature.
Very tall.
Very huge.
Very tall.
Stilty legs. Do not screw with it.
If it were a cartoon, it hangs out with a squirrel.
The moose.
Okay. There you
we
go.
See, Rocky and Bullwinkle, anything they can't do.
The states are Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, and Florida. The animal is... Just knock it out. Gator. Yep, alligator. Gator. Okay. Let's see here. All right. The states are Kentucky, West Virginia, Tennessee, and North Carolina. Most dangerous animal in West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, and Virginia.
There's your
I've
rednecks.
only come into contact with this animal a handful of times growing up. Most of the time near a riverbank or a river.
Water moccasin.
I'll give it to you, Copperhead. That is correct.
Copperhead.
Yes.
I knew it had to
Same
be a
difference.
snake.
Same difference. Okay.
I saw one of those once on the B&O Canal.
How fat was it?
Disgusting. Scared the crap out of me.
Huh. Okay. All right. The states are Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan.
Good call.
Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan.
Is Michigan the big tip off your mouth?
Water-loving animal?
Not so much.
No.
Don't get me wrong. All those minks and all that crap, we're all dying in here. Minks are, what the hell is the Wolverines? All that stuff.
Okay. I know what it is.
They just don't really attack human beings that much.
Oh.
Most dangerous animal in Michigan.
I want to say
Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan.
Was Russell Wilson one of these?
He was not.
He was not.
Oh, okay.
No, he was not.
Huh.
Oh, that's what I thought too.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Badgers are bastards.
Yes,
They are. Except the English one. He's quite nice and polite.
I know. What does that have?
All right, Paul, you need an answer here. You'll get 10 for 10.
Oh, gosh. Give me a little hint.
Is it big or small?
It is very, very sizable.
Very sizable.
But these are I think, the least dangerous of their species. So
Okay, is it a...
Yes.
All right, I got it.
I mean, as far as
Black bear?
it's a black bear. Paul, you're very good. Also, Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts. Or no, I'm sorry, Rhode Island. You guys can guess that, right?
Rhode Island?
Rhode Island. The only one that's not is Massachusetts.
Is it in the water?
It is not.
It's a mammal. Say the states again.
Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Massachusetts. Or, I'm sorry, Connecticcut.
Deer?
Rhode Island. White-tailed deer.
Huh.
And you know the number one most dangerous animal for the state of Massachusetts. The only animal.
Lobster.
Man.
Is it a water animal?
It is.
Great white?
It's a great white shark.
Oh,
Massachusetts. See?
Well, they repopulated all the seals and they made a buffet for them.
No. Coming up here at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with a shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
On Fox 1, you can stream Fox's biggest moments live. Get out! Bigger.
I can feel the sweat, and I can smell it a little.
Bigger. That was genius. Yeah, that's what we talking about. Fox 1, we live for live. Streaming now.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework. Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Overpriced phone plans? Overcomplicated contracts? Unnecessary features? Yeah, they don't do that at Tello. In an era of overpriced everything, they keep things simple. They've got flexible and affordable phone plans from $5 up to $25 a month. At Tello, everything is online, right at your fingertips. Simply pick the plan that suits you best, and you can always upgrade or downgrade without any cost. Trust me, you're one SIM away from amazing wireless savings. Discover more plans on Tello.com. That's TELLO.com.
Up here at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. Rail operators in the UK are going to start issuing fines for those caught bear beating.
Bear beating?
Bear beating. Which
I may not say fair.
I had to dive into that as well. No, bear beating is people that just listen to their music without headphones.
Oh, all right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good.
Huh. It's like $100 fine, something like that. So it's not going to be anything too bad, but hey, at least now people are going to start putting their headphones on.
I don't know why. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Why do you think everybody wants to listen to what you're listening to?
It's not that. It's that they don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, legitimately.
No, I know, but it's just like, Jesus.
I had that this morning. I was literally just waiting in line at the bus. The guy in front of me was just cranking it on his phone. Like, why? I don't. It's never anything I want to hear either.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, no, that's not true. A couple of weeks ago, right after Ozzy died, a chick was on the light rail, and she was blasting all Ozzy songs.
Gotcha.
Like I said, normally I would say something, but I'm like, well, I like it. So
I mean, this is okay.
if no one else is going to say anything, I know.
Right.
It's kind of nice.
Just put some headphones in, man. Or listen to it quieter up against your ear. I don't care. Why is it always so damn loud?
I don't know.
There was somebody, honestly, they rolled through the parking garage, just blaring it. Like, you just got in your car. Why is it already this bumping, dude?
Yeah. Yeah.
And when I can understand it word for word, too. Like, I don't need that. Anyway, I just sound old. There's a species of seabird known as streaked shearwaters that have been the subject of a recent study which concluded that they almost exclusively defecate in flight.
I feel like all birds. Well, actually, most of the birds I see, they poop, then take off.
Yeah.
Like drop weight, take off.
Right. And that's some of them. And, like, a very small portion of this particular bird's droppings are on takeoff. But they're just sitting on the water. They never do. When they're walking out on land, they never do. It's always while they're in mid-flight. You know who does is geese. They'll walk around, just lay it wherever they're at, dude.
You can tell where geese go.
And it doesn't shock me. There's a lot of birds you see pooping. Like when it's like landed on the roof of my car, it's like, I don't think the bird sat here.
Yeah.
But
No,
also,
but they targeted it.
if you
I'm
did a
convinced.
study of humans, you'd be like, 98% of the time they sit down to poop.
Yeah, true enough.
I like to think I'm over 98%.
Right.
Never quite 100, but a high 99 percentile.
I mean, outside of maybe an accident, I don't know that I've ever been walking and pooped.
Right? I wonder how freeing that'll be.
Imagine just walking and just poop myself, keep going.
Just laying it out.
Yeah, like, it's all good.
New research has found that Zone Zero exercise has shown to be effective in improving various aspects of your personal health.
Thought we just got into Zone 2.
No, we're down to Zone... Well, they're saying at least anything at all. So Zone Zero is like very gentle exercise. Like, it doesn't even take your heart rate up to that Zone 1 level. You know, just very gentle,
Just
very
do
easy,
something.
very slow. Right.
Be active.
Move.
Yeah.
Just don't sit down all the damn time.
Which, yeah, I agree with 100%, but Sunday soon.
Oh, yeah.
Man, just during halftime, just go take a stroll real quick.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. I don't have one of those watches, but I feel like Sundays in the fall would be like, you need to get up.
Time to stand.
Right.
I'm not going to.
Time
That
to
is
stand.
everyone's cheat day.
I will
man.
say, unless it's your team. The Seahawks game, I'm up and down a lot.
Sure.
You know what? That is very
I even
true.
sit on the edge of my change lounge, which I never do, just for easy access up and down so I can yell.
I did say I never put my feet up during the Ravens game, and I never sink completely into the sofa.
But
because
red
I know-
zone, yeah, I'm in the
red
change
zone,
lounge,
feet up.
chilling.
Yeah, that's beer drinking time.
Seahawks, Teddy's moving up, down, up, down. All right. There's a new recommended strategy when it comes to the discipline of children. They're saying approaching misbehavior with curiosity, empathy, and a firm but calm boundary was shown to be the most effective method of correction.
My parents mastered that because they were just, the F is wrong with you.
As I say, that's what my dad would say.
What the F
Are you
is wrong with
stupid?
Yeah, exactly.
What in the F made you think this was a good idea?
What were you thinking?
Very curious. Weren't even yelling yet. They're exactly right.
I still remember as a kid they'd ask me, why did you do that? And my go-to answer was, I don't know.
Because you don't know.
No.
It's just impulse.
Right. I wanted to do it. That's why I did it.
You know those little pools you get that are only like maybe a foot and a half, 2 feet tall?
Yeah.
Right, so it's a little bigger, but like, you know, you're 5'6", you can still play in that thing. So I would put on fatigues and then grab my guns and like have a battle in the backyard. I remember coming in the house and like my mom's like, why are you soaking wet? And I was like, tough battle. I had to crawl through the pool.
Roll through the leg,
Right?
man.
She's like, it's October. That's rainwater. It's like, right. As an adult, I'm like, oh my God, that's so gross.
No wonder you always jump in the water. It's ingrained.
It was a tough battle that day.
All right, put on your thinking caps, Jed. It's time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. It is a U word. That means the things that rise and fall in waves or have wave-like form. It is a U word, and it's things...
Undulate.
Undulate, not bad. Things that rise and fall in waves or have wave-like form.
I only know so many U words, so I'm going to say ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous.
I think it's undulate.
You guys are very, very close. Undulant. So I'll still accept it.
Undulant?
Undulant.
So if
refuse
you're
to
something
undulate.
that undulates, you are undulant?
Right.
So water is undulant.
Correct.
But when you
While
see
you're looking
undulate,
at it, it's undulating.
That's the waves. All right.
Right. Undulate is the action, whereas undulate is
I did not know
the nature of it.
Okay.
Don't swim today. The ocean's undulating.
Very undulant.
Our tires have been the source of harmful microplastic in drain water for some time, and researchers have found that using, I think it's called biochar from rice husks and pine wood in the drainage filters trapped about 90% of the plastics.
Damn. Okay.
So just put them on the kids' sports fields.
Yeah, no
Exactly.
Oh, what could go wrong?
I was pulling so many of those doggone things out of my shoes after that Seahawks game.
Oh, man, it's...
Oh,
It was almost better just to have sand back in the day.
I'm going to have like foot cancer, dude.
Dude, you have no idea. Open wound. Some kid's playing soccer. He's 10 years old.
Yeah.
And that rubber grinds into that.
Yes, sir.
They're covered in.
Right.
Did we
look
not
at your
say
kids.
that it's a bad idea when they did it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they said, you've already said these are carcinogens. You go, okay. And then you're going to spray carcinogens on children's playing surfaces.
Right.
I mean,
what do you think the end result's going to be? It's staggering to me.
They are much softer than the old stuff, though.
Yeah, they absolutely are.
But when I used to play indoor keeper, I'd get home and I'd find them like in my underwear, and I'm like, I'm wearing sweatpants.
Right.
How did they get in there?
I don't know, but they get everywhere.
They're army crawling like Ted for the pool.
I wonder what the rubberized track is made of.
Right?
You know, like you have a little
those.
bouncy action on
Yes.
those tracks. Just if that's different.
I can't
You know,
imagine falling on that.
It's
though.
still rubber. It's got to be some kind of rubber, though. So
There's a new article that takes a deep dive into the linguistic origins of the various ways that we refer to soft drinks.
Like pop,
soda,
Coke.
Coke, cola, all of them. In fact, there's a lot of things that you don't know about soda.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10. 10 or more facts you didn't know about soda. Well, hell, I can tell you soda pop was a hot commodity in my household as a child. Old Elaine was fond of RC Cola. Man, when they came out with the 3 liters, you would have thought we won the goddamn lottery. However, soda and soda bottles, more importantly, serve multiple purposes. Well, just this weekend, I was out walking my dog, Henry. We passed by a sleeping, unhoused person, as you would call him. And right there in front was an old 2-liter bottle of ginger ale. But I can tell you without a doubt, nobody ever made a ginger ale that looked like the original flavor of Listerine, sweet Jesus. That would be dehydrated urine yellow.
Thank you, VD. Goodness gracious. So some facts that you didn't know about Sody Pop. Did you guys know that flavored sodas were originally created by pharmacists?
Yes.
Yeah.
Today you can get a refreshing, sweet, fizzy drink almost anywhere, in a fast food joint, on the street, even on a plane, but that wasn't always the case. In the early days of soda, you could only get it at pharmacies. In the U.S., soda pop can be traced back to the Victorian-era practice of selling patent medicines. In fact, early sodas were technically carbonated medicine tonics.
Okay.
Yeah.
It makes it go down a little bit easier.
Because I want to say, what, Coca-Cola, wasn't that a doctor? I think maybe even Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper was a
doctor.
doctor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Yep.
right? And they had to like use the things, right? Like the soda jerk.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the guy working in there.
Exactly. Early carbonated drinks were actually made from construction materials. During the early days of fizzy drinks, the manufacturing process was far from refined. Carbonation was no easy task, but this was the industrial age, and the desire to overcome technological challenges was high. In order to create carbonic acid gas, English chemist and entrepreneur John Matthews used powdered calcium carbonate back home, but discovered marble was more readily available when he moved to the U.S. in 1832. His breakthrough came after he obtained all the scrap marble from St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York, then still under construction. The amount he bought was enough for 25 million gallons of effervescent water, of which gave his business a head start. As the soda gained popularity, he continued to refine the manufacturing process and grow his business. By the time of his passing, his success had led him to own more than 500 soda fountains and earn him a well-deserved soda fountain king title.
Huh. Oh, all right.
Yeah. Some facts that you didn't know about soda. There used to be a special flavor for those who didn't care. One of the fascinating aspects of soft drink development over the centuries is the variety of flavors designed to appeal to everyone. In fact, there used to be a specific flavor known as Don't Care, created for customers who couldn't decide on a flavor or wanted something stronger than a sugary soda. At first, these were low alcoholic drinks, a recipe published in the Standard Manual of Soda and Other Beverages in 1897, included a combination of fruit syrups, vanilla extract, and port wine. Another Don't Care syrup recipe involved whiskey, simple syrup, and nutmeg.
Huh. Is that kind of like when you're a kid and you go to like the stand at the baseball game and you get the suicide?
Just make the trash can?
Yep. Or would you call them trash cans?
Yeah, the
graveyard flavor in there.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't care. They're all fine.
And somehow that still didn't taste bad to us.
I wonder as an adult if I tried it, I'd be like, why did I mix all these? But as a kid,
think you would.
It seemed awesome.
Right?
Because it was like you had them all.
Exactly.
Somebody just put them all together. You just won the Little League game.
It's the all-dress soda.
Yeah, you got one soda at the end of the game.
It's like that fancy Coke machine. I know one of the Taco Times had it, where you can like make your own flavors.
Oh, yeah.
I love those, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 100 different flavors in the doggone thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'll just get regular, though.
7-Up, again, facts that you didn't know about soda. 7-Up was designed to lift spirits and cure hangovers. In the 1920s, a new lemon lime soft drink was created with a unique selling proposition. It promised to lift people's spirits and cure hangovers. This soft drink, which we now know as 7-Up, used to have a much more complicated name. Bib label lithiated lemon lime soda. The lithiated part of the original name referred to lithium citrate, a mood stabilizer used to treat bipolar disorder and depression.
Huh.
Okay.
I mean, I'm always happy when I drink 7-Up.
I'm generally not in a bad mood. One, it means it's available.
There is something with like if I'm really hungover, you go to McDonald's and get a bucket of Sprite. It makes you feel better.
Yeah, Sprite, that's my go-to.
I want to say that 7-Up was the first soda that I was like, this is mine. I like this one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mine's Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew all day. All right.
And Dr. Pepper.
I'm a big Dr. Pepper guy now, man.
Both diets are the best ones out there. Oh, and Diet A&W root beer is really good, too.
It is.
Yeah. All right.
Surprisingly good.
Soda fountains were one of America's original third places. You guys have heard the third place.
No.
So you have home, you have work, you need a third place.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Going to an old-fashioned soda fountain was an experience that went beyond just grabbing a drink. It was a place where people could gather and socialize, a true third place between work and home. There's a sociologist who coined the term, compared them to French cafes, English pubs, and Italian piazzas.
Huh.
These establishments were known for their comfortable chairs and counters where people could sit and enjoy their drinks, often accompanied by a light meal or snack and a lively atmosphere. Just going down to the soda.
All right.
Right. And back
That makes
then,
sense.
like you didn't go to the bar unless you were like a dude that wanted to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody, like women didn't go, and it was like he was kind of rough character,
Kind of a seedy spot.
right. So I feel like you'd be like, oh, let's go get a soda.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like you can get a handful of different things too. You could probably get like milkshakes, you could get malts and stuff like that while you're in there as
Probably.
well. But yeah, just a little soda spot.
Yeah.
Some facts that you didn't know about soda. Fanta was born out of wartime necessity.
Okay.
Every famous soda brand seemed to have dark secrets, and Fanta's surprising origin story is no exception. The drink, which got its name after the German word fantasy, was actually born out of wartime necessity in Germany. During World War II, Coca-Cola's German subsidiary faced a dilemma: how to continue producing its popular soda when wartime restrictions made it impossible to import the necessary ingredients. Max Keith, the head of Coca-Cola's German operations, ordered his team to create a new soda using only the available industry byproducts such as whey, fruit shavings, and apple fibers. The result was Fanta, a bubbly orange-flavored soda that was an immediate hit with the German population.
Yeah, that's good.
It's orange soda.
Yeah, orange, see, Fanta.
The first diet soda would actually be illegal today. Before there was Diet Coke and before there was Tab, there was no Cal. The first diet soda was introduced in 1952 by a philanthropist and beverage industry pioneer. It was designed and marketed toward people with diabetes and cardiovascular problems. The secret to its low-calorie content was a sweetener called cyclamate, which was 30 times sweeter than sugar but had no calories. In 1969, the FDA banned cyclamate after studies showed that it caused cancer in laboratory rats.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Damn rats.
That's some good stuff right there.
I mean, I do enjoy some diet sodas, but it is odd how good they can taste.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Soda packaging is a lesson in industrial design, they say. Ever since their inception, packaged drinks have been going through a never-ending transformation. Early drinks were often sold in barrels, bottles, or jugs, which had to be returned and reused. Then in the late 19th and early 20th century, glass bottles became popular for carbonated drinks, and companies began to use elaborate designs and shapes to differentiate their products on the shelves. For example, the inspiration behind the original Coca-Cola bottle shape was the curves of the the cocoa bean with its distinctive grooves and ridges.
Which nobody thought about when they looked at it.
Nobody at all.
Not a single person.
Couple of audible mentions. Southerners have a particular way of enjoying their Coke.
Oh, with peanuts.
Putting peanuts in it.
Yeah.
And then, what do we have over here? Trendy Dirty Soda has actually been around for over a decade. Santa would not look the same if not for Coca-Cola.
Correct. They invented the Santa we know.
They did. And then I'll leave you guys with this last fun and final fact. that you didn't know about soda, or actually you guys probably in this room do know about it, but it's worth mentioning again. Mountain Dew was originally created
as a chaser.
As
a whiskey
chaser.
maker.
That's exactly right. These days, Mountain Dew is the online gamer's caffeinated drink of choice, but its creators didn't intend to be it to be that way. In fact, the reason Mountain Dew was invented has boozy undertones. Tennessee beverage bottlers Barney and Allie Hartman developed Mountain Dew in the 1940s as a mixer for whiskey, specifically because of their own favorite mixer was no longer available. The original flavor was lemon lime, and the name that they chose was a reference to moonshine. The Hartman brothers marketed Mountain Dew based on the hillbilly image of the mid-20th century with the tagline, Yahoo Mountain Dew, it'll tickle your innards.
It's also the name of a song by the Stanley Brothers.
Is it really?
Well, Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, makes sense.
Good deal, man. A man in Florida got into a fight with his lady friend in the middle of sex, Miles.
Why is that?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Good time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve a Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast an unidentified father from somewhere who has made good use of artificial intelligence.
Okay.
I mean, that's basically it, okay? So he has a teenage daughter, and teenage daughters, they want to experiment with things. And in this case, she's exploring her own sexuality, but she left some evidence behind, and Dad just wanted to let her know that he'd found it. But what he decided to do, instead of confronting her directly face-to-face, he incorporated a video, an AI, that includes the voice of someone very, very well-known, to have this well-known person let the daughter know that Dad had, in fact, found a little something.
Hi, sweetheart. There's no reason to be embarrassed, but...
Sorry.
Hi, sweetheart. There's no reason to be embarrassed, but I found your green goblin. Or that's what your mother used to call it. You should be a bit more careful about what you leave in the bathroom. Your younger brother is in there all the time for like hours on end. Please keep these things private. To be frank with you, I didn't believe it when I first saw it. These things are so much bigger than I remember. Anyways, take it easy, champ. You're not training for the Olympics. Let's keep the bathroom a family-friendly space. And don't worry, I won't tell Mom. Love you.
Yeah, so he went to AI. There's the video. It's Trump's voice. But the picture of this girl, she just looks so mortified. Clearly, it was dried tears in her eyes. But I thought that's a very inventive way for Dad to say, hey, look, I'm not going to tell Mom.
Inventive.
But do what you got to do to keep that kind of stuff in. Oh, that was a power move, man.
Yeah.
It destroyed her.
That's
man.
too funny.
Well, I mean, you're going to be destroyed no matter what when you get found out.
What would you rather have, though? Like your parent confront you about masturbation,
Right.
or obviously it's their words and just AI generate whoever?
I would take the video all
I would take the video as
Take
well.
the video.
I told you I got caught once. We've never spoken about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Mr. President.
So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
All right, getting a test online for Profile This. 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Overpriced phone plans? Overcomplicated contracts? Unnecessary features? Yeah, they don't do that at Tello. In an era of overpriced everything, they keep things simple. They've got flexible and affordable phone plans from $5 up to $25 a month. At Tello, everything is online, right at your fingertips. Simply pick the plan that suits you best, and you can always upgrade or downgrade without any cost. Trust me, you're one SIM away from amazing wireless savings. Discover more plans on Tello.com. That's TELLO.com.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
On Fox 1, you can stream Fox's biggest moments live. Get out! Bigger.
I can feel the sweat, and I can smell it a little.
Bigger.
That was genius.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Fox 1, we live for live. Streaming now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill to please everyone on Profile This is Played.
I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Ray. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hello.
Hola. All right, Ray, you understand how this here game is played?
Yes, I do.
Fantastic. You have your choice today of one of three categories, and today we offer you Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. License to Spill, where you guess the substance responsible for creating the mess. And finally today, Seriously, where you guess the petty conflict that led to violence.
I like License to Spill.
A crash on Route 22 in Northampton County, Pennsylvania, temporarily trapped motorists on a highway and forced traffic to divert onto side roads. Just after 11 a.m., a truck headed west overturned. It struck a Jersey wall barrier, separating the west and eastbound lanes, spilling something onto both sides of the highway and shutting down the highway entirely. So Route 22 East reopened a couple of hours later, followed by the westbound lanes about an hour and a half after that. Now, the driver of the truck was taken to an area hospital, and a Northampton County 911 emergency dispatch supervisor also reports a spill of about 100 gallons of diesel fuel as a result of the crash. So in addition to the diesel, what spilled on Route 22, closing down both sides of the highway? Was it asphalt? Was it frozen chicken? Was it manure? Or was it tomato paste? So asphalt, frozen chicken, manure, or tomato paste?
Well, gosh, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Ray, I'm going to go manure. Poop and diesel.
How long, did you say how long it was shut down for?
A couple of hours. So the truck tipped over at about 11 a.m. They opened the eastbound lane 2.5 hours after that. The westbound lane an hour and a half after that.
Cha-cha-cha. I'm going to say frozen chicken.
Frozen chicken.
All right, Ray, what do you got?
Tomato paste.
Here you go, tomato paste. Okay. What spilled all over the road? Hey, man, it could be going to the Heinz plant. You never know. Was it asphalt, frozen chicken, manure, or tomato paste? We'll find out next.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Category is a license to spill on profile. This had a crash in PA that stopped traffic after a truck overturned. Did reopen a few hours later, at least a couple lanes, and then maybe an hour and a half later, all the other lanes were opened up. Question is, other than, what'd you say, 100,000 gallons of diesel? Or
how many gallons was it?
1,000 gallons of diesel?
Oh, crap. And it is 100 gallons.
100 gallons of diesel, and then something else. So what was the other thing that spilled all over the road? Asphalt, frozen chicken, manure, or tomato paste?
And, Ray, that is the very question that we posed to you. Let us start with Beat That Smith. You went with frozen chicken.
I did.
It was not frozen
Well, good. I'm glad
chicken.
that didn't get wasted.
Miles, you went with manure.
Yeah, you can waste
manure.
that.
Nah, it was not manure. Ray, that leaves you with tomato paste. It was not tomato paste. It was, in fact...
Is it hot asphalt?
It was asphalt, which is another nickname for your butt crack. But, yeah, it was, in fact, asphalt.
Jesus. That seems crazy they cleaned it up that quick.
That's what I thought
why I didn't pick it.
when I first read the story. I'm like, let me get this straight. But, yeah, the truck overturned at 11 a.m. By 1:30, they'd opened the eastbound lanes. By 3 o'clock, they'd opened the westbound lanes.
I just got behind one of those things. It's crazy.
With the asphalt truck?
Well, yeah, no, it's like 90 degrees, so like you could see the heat waves coming off the top.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is smoking. You know, I'm just like, it's almost like I don't know, like a truck's on fire.
Do you think do you clean it up or you just mash it into the road? Well, we just repaved the highway.
I don't know. I will say, though, I hate construction on the road, but you get on a freshly asphalted road.
Very nice.
Oh, God.
Very nice.
Lovely.
Now, for all TV news all time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
Obviously, this weekend I was excited. We had week 0 in college football.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody happen to get up and watch the Aer Lingus Classic in Dublin, Ireland?
No.
Dublin, Ireland. It was Kansas State and Ohio State. Of course, that rivalry. Iowa State and Kansas State, that rivalry known as Farmageddon.
Yeah.
I guess it's the longest continuously run rivalry in college sports.
Oh, really?
Well, because when you redesigned all the conferences, you lost a lot of them there for a couple of years.
That makes sense now.
You'd think it'd be Army, Navy. I should look that up. I just said that out loud. I shouldn't have said it.
No, it's out there now.
Farmageddon.
Well, Farmageddon sign. I'm like, it's the longest.
That's how they said Farmageddon.
I mean, look, if it wasn't the first game of the year that had 2 ranked teams, and look, I'm a college football nerd. I never knew it was called Farmageddon.
I think I heard it last year. I mean, I would not have remembered in 10 million years, but it sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, but the lead up to this one, I was like, all right. And
Armageddon.
To their credit, like we keep saying, American football is getting more popular, but there was a couple funny things from that game. Miles and I were watching the same Irish guy. He's like an influencer in Ireland or something. He went to the game. His first thoughts, he was like, these games are long. Mm-hmm. He was like, I like the passion, but he said you could tell the Americans, because what did he say? No proper Irishman would ever drink Guinness out of a plastic cup at a game.
Or probably even a can. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. And then the other funny thing was people kept posting pictures where all these pubs in Dublin, clearly ordered flags. So they had the Iowa State flag, but they just had state of Kansas flags.
Right. So it wasn't the Kansas State flag. It was the flag for the state of Kansas.
Correct.
They tried, man.
So there's a lot of things that make you like different shows and stuff. For me, it's just, I like sports and this and that. But Netflix has a new feature where your zodiac sign will help suggest stuff you should watch.
Wait, Netflix is, hey, what's your sign? And we're going to tell you, presumably.
They think a horoscope has something to do with what people's television viewing habits are?
No, but they think that the gimmick will get you to try it.
Okay, all right.
Maybe they do. Here's some examples. All right, somebody give me their astrological sign.
Aries.
Aries loves chaos and competition. Yes. So you would watch shows like Squid Game and Love is Blind.
I did not watch Love is Blind, and I got through about the first half of the first season of Squid Game.
Oh! Have you got to red light, green light yet?
Yes.
Or
poof, poof, poof. Yeah.
So that is the scene when we're flying back from Milwaukee. My buddy, I go, what are you watching? He is not drinking. I'm kind of drunk. He goes, here, you can have my other headphone. So it's an evening flight.
Okay.
And it's not a spoiler alert. It's been out for years. But when that guy walks up and just shoots the guy in the back of the head, I reacted on the plane and went, oh, S! And I'm in the aisle, kind of hopped out, and I was like, and he's like, dude. I was like, yep, sorry. And I just kind of looked around, and I just went, I haven't seen Squid Game yet.
Is that what you said?
And people were like, all right.
Give him a pass.
It was startling. Miles, what are you?
Aquarius.
Oh, Aquarius.
It says that dawning. What is your sign? The only one that gets the song. It says that dawning. No one's saying like Capricorn. You're the man. Like it hasn't happened.
I have a movie. Capricorn 1.
Yeah, pick me up. And it starred who? O.J. Simpson. Be proud, Ted. Be real proud.
All right, all right. All right, Aquarius. With their otherworldly vibe. You guys ever think Miles has an otherworldly vibe?
There are times, yes.
Yeah.
I think I heard one of his exes say that to you. What world are you from?
Right.
What planet are you living on?
West Virginia. It should explain everything, like Squid Games.
It's its own island.
You should understand.
It sounds like something a coach would say. What planet are you living on, Montgomery?
What color is the sky on your planet?
With the otherworldly vibe, they could find titles such as Stranger Things and Venom, The Last Dance. You like Stranger Things?
Venom, I did watch Venom and liked it. I was one of the only people who liked it.
Boom. They got you. Mike, what are you?
I am a Scorpio, sir.
A Scorpio.
Oddly enough, so is my daughter, as you guys are both fans of each other.
Well, Scorpios don't tend to do well with each other, so that's why.
You can feel the tension every time she enters the studio.
Well, yeah, she starts talking S to him instantly.
Correct.
We got the sting, you see.
You revel in mystery and can choose from titles like Wednesday and You.
Okay. I feel like they give us a lot of the more goth, darker stuff.
Yeah, you guys are creepy.
Yeah, I guess.
You like horror movies, right?
I do. And we're right around Halloween.
My daughter was watching a horror movie last night.
Which one?
I'm not sure. She walked into the kitchen. I said, baby, what's wrong? I was like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm all right. She's trying to find a word. Basically, whatever scene she saw just kind of jolted her brain a little bit.
Sure, kind of freaked her out a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, but she likes it.
Right.
But she just had to give herself a break to
It's a fun little thrill.
Yeah, to fully comprehend whatever the hell she saw.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I'm a Capricorn. We activate our boss mode with shows like Suits and Hostage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Suits, Hostage. Which one? I don't know.
Suits is the...
No, I know Suits, but
Okay.
Hostage. I've never even heard of that one.
Neither have I, actually. Hostage.
Ted, how do you not know?
Come
You're
on,
a
Ted.
Capricorn.
You would like that show, Ted.
I know all about it. I just don't want to tell you, gentlemen.
Okay, I see.
All right, I got
Keeping it to myself.
I got the dates here if you want to do some more there, Ted.
Thank you, because I was like, all right, Leos. What date is a Leo?
Those are July 23rd through August the 22nd.
That's my mother and my brother.
Okay.
And my sister-in-law.
Well, do any of them have main character energy?
My mother and my sister-in-law for sure. Well, my brother.
It says they do, so they probably enjoy Emily in Paris and The Crown.
Oh, but they do.
All right.
Sounds exactly
Don't
like
think he would.
Let's see. Tauruses.
The Taurus.
That's my son.
420 through 520.
The life of the party. Might like Mamma Mia and Nanas.
Mamma Mia.
I don't think he would dig Mamma Mia so much, but he is the life of the party. I'll hand him that.
Nanas.
Mayonnaise.
Did we do Sagittarius yet?
Sagittarius, that is November the 22nd. I'm one day early for that through December the 21st.
Oh, so right before mine, in between us.
That's been in between us, right?
Ooh.
Sag.
They're for the all right.
Sag.
For the
Sounds
adventurous, they recommend The Witcher and Jurassic Park.
All right. The Sages have got it going on.
Now this is weird. I'm not a Libra, but I like what they got.
My dad's a Libra.
That's September the 23rd through October 22nd.
Tell you what, man, I'm not big on this stuff, but your dad being a Libra with what they wrote here pans out. Known for playing fair.
Yes, very much so.
I feel like he gets angry if it's not done fairly.
Yes.
They can find drama-packed stories such as Peaky Blinders and Ozark. I love both those.
I think he would probably enjoy those shows.
I thoroughly enjoyed Peaky Blinders. I think I'm only a season and a half in, and then I just got busy, but it was a very, very fun show from what I was watching.
Oh, go finish that.
Yeah.
Peaky Blinders is very good.
Okay.
And it's funny that they're not kidding. I follow an influencer from England that comes to America a lot, and like when he does the accents, like that Birmingham, like it's completely different than like London or like, or like the Scouse accent. You know, it's just like wow. For such a little country, they got a lot of stuff going on. Pisces, you're dreamers. You might enjoy A Star Is Born or Exo Kitty. That means hug and kiss your
kiss the cat. That's February 19th through March 20th. Give it a big old hug and kiss, baby.
That's not what I meant.
And we're back.
All right, what's Gemini?
Gemini, you got May 21st through June the 20th.
Ooh, I don't know if I know anybody in there. Let's do June the 20th. I do. Marshawn.
All right. Oh, Marshawn, all
He's a Gemini. Oh, of course. He enjoys gossip-heavy shows like Bridgerton and Sex and the City. He's a bit of a gossip.
Drama. You dirty bitch.
Oh, you gossip queen. Make sure I call him that day. Hey, queen.
Drinking something out of a long stem with his pinky out the entire time. I got the tea.
You know how he does. What are we missing there? I think that's everything, right?
We got Cancers, which are June the 21st through July the 22nd, I think we have.
Oh.
That's my sister.
For those... Ooh. No comment?
Wow.
Those who feel...
No. Recover from this.
Who like to feel it all. They include Heartstopper and Ginny and Georgia.
Yeah, she kind of wears her heart on her sleeve there.
I thought it said for those who think they know it all.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. We got everybody in there.
Everybody in.
Another thing, listen, I could go on and on. Temperatures, sports, every sport you can imagine, pumpkin spice lattes, apples, right? I just love fall, right? So overall, it's great.
I just say football, but you do you.
Well, here's the thing. My buddy's wife, right? She's into fall or autumn, as I like to call it. And she's like, I don't like football. I said, I know. I said, you like fires, warm sweater, maybe a little apple cider, warmed up? She's like, I'm in.
Yeah.
So it's all that stuff. Also, generally in late September, early October, SNL, Saturday Night Live, comes back. So again, another reason to enjoy the fall. Now, last year was their big 50th anniversary. So they didn't really mess around with like new cast members or anything like that, as they were so focused on that. So basically this year, we usually know by now what's going on, but there's no real word. Basically, they'll announce some new cast members in a week or so.
Damn.
But so far, only one cast member is confirmed to return for the upcoming season. That's James Alston Johnson, who plays President Trump.
Yeah.
So you got to have him. But no word on Kenan Thompson. Most people assume.
If I'm a betting man, I'm saying he's back.
I feel like Kenan is the longest running member of all time. I'm pretty sure he is. I feel like he's almost like, if he'll leave when it's on his terms, maybe.
I believe that, yeah.
I'm surprised Lauren Michaels is coming back. I really thought, Colin Jost was going to take over that show.
You think Colin Jost, you think Tina Fey? Because I've heard both of them kicked around.
That's a good call.
Right, because she was deep in the writer's room, and whether you know it or not, massive influence during her tenure there, massive influence on the direction that the show went.
Well, and Tina Fey, if I might be mistaken, but I feel like she wrote 30 Rock too.
She did, yeah.
Right, so I can almost see her
Tina Fey
doing that more. Colin Jost, I should say, I don't know how they
we don't know how deep he is in it, but
right. Che seems like he still likes doing comedy and going on the road.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he would, but you're right. Either those are the two names that come up the most.
So it'll be neither of them.
You know what? That's probably
some
right.
person we've never
Conan
heard.
O'Brien, right.
That would be
I mean,
great.
that's another good call. Conan could come back. I mean, I don't think Larry David now wants to do it.
I don't think
he
so.
was a long-time writer. I mean, that's the other crazy thing is there's so many people that have been a part of that show that we don't even think about. That maybe we're a cast member for a year or a featured player or writers or this and that. But it is kind of interesting they're taking this long to really talk about it. So a lot of people are suggesting like there's probably going to be some big changes. And truthfully, look, SNL, for as much as I like it, they hit and they miss.
They do, but that's what I like about it.
They give it a shot, though.
Right, and sometimes they get rid of people that I think in retrospect you should have kept around longer.
Oh, yeah, there's a few of those.
Yeah, so who knows? But that announcement should be out in the next week or two.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go to Florida, where a woman dressed as a hot dog is arrested after toilet papering a car. We say in Florida for an IHOP waitress who took it way, way too far.
Oh, yeah.
Georgia man tells cops he doesn't need a driver's license while traveling. Woman goes up to her ex-boyfriend's truck with a crowbar and does her thing. And a boyfriend starts watching porn while having sex with his girl. She was not amused by that. It's time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cop.
That top story, you're right, Miles. She was not amused at all. We go to Florida where the sex is vanilla, apparently. Police were called about a domestic disturbance. The story goes that a couple had gotten into an argument right in the middle of a little love-making session, but the argument boiled to the point that the man actually headbutted the woman, bloodying her face. She was taken to the hospital and the man was arrested, but the reason why they started arguing is because right in the middle of the sex between the two, the man started watching porn.
She must have been crushing it.
Yeah, that didn't sit right with the woman who was totally turned off by his actions and invited him to conclude matters himself.
All right.
Yeah. So then an argument goes on.
I can't imagine doing that. But
Right. Like you're in the throes. Like you're in the middle of it. Like, hang on, let me just pull out my phone here.
You're doing the thing that you're watching people do.
Right.
Like, you won.
How bad are we at this?
I know.
It also seems like something you could do together with your partner.
Right.
Sure. You talk about it beforehand. Yeah.
Right. I know that's the thing for some people, but this needs to be talked about beforehand. You don't just slip these things out. There's conventional sex, and then we start getting a little bit freaky. When we do, we talk about it.
Yeah.
We need to give that little flag out there first. You
Yeah.
know, you don't want to go in thinking that you're going to have just regular consensual sex with somebody, and then all of a sudden they put a mask on. Like, that needs to be discussed first. Not that it's a problem. It just needs to be discussed first.
God, I really want to do this now.
They just show up, just come around the corner with a big old mask on.
Yeah, just like a Batman mask or
Hell yeah.
something. What's with the mask? Like, just it's how I enjoy myself.
It's got all the right parts exposed.
Right.
Tonight I'm not Ted. I'm Batman. Oh, God. In other news, still in Florida, a woman is being sought by police for violating her parole. The charges stem from an earlier incident in which she sought revenge on an ex-boyfriend. Police got the call about a woman showing up to a local home to exact said revenge by smashing her ex-boyfriend's truck with a crowbar, which she did.
Right.
Now, while this is against the rules, it gets double thumbs down due to the fact it wasn't his truck. It actually belonged to somebody that wasn't involved with the situation at all. She just beat the crap out of some random truck. She pled guilty to those charges after she was arrested and has since violated her parole. Officers are asking anybody with information to come forward so that they can bring her back in and have a bigger conversation.
Damn.
Man, that's already bad enough taking a crowbar to your ex's truck. It's
And
not
then
even
some
the right
dude
truck.
walks out like, what the hell happened to my truck?
You had to see this girl, too.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Again, can we leave the truck alone? Can we leave the car alone?
It's not... Or just get the right truck.
Yeah, no kidding. I just...
Yeah, right.
No.
If you're going to be an a-hole,
Don't do it to
least
somebody
get
else's.
the right target.
That's right.
That's all.
What about this makes you think that she was thinking clearly at all?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Great point. Mike.
Just seeing red at this
Well, if you're
point.
going to date in Florida, man,
Yeah,
you got
there
to know
you
your
go.
risks.
A little up the road to Georgia, actually, where officers found a real winner. On patrol one day, officers spotted a car driving at 60 miles per hour in a 35 and initiated a stop. They informed the driver why they pulled him over and then requested for his driver's license, which the driver refused to hand over. Already a good point. But before you think that he's dumb enough to just not have his license, have no fear. No. He attempted to make do with his passport, informing drivers that he was not driving. He was, quote, traveling. He wasn't driving, he was traveling. That's
Sir,
why his passport
what is
works.
your method of travel?
Shocker. Reports show that he had a suspended license and is also wanted for failure to appear in court.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Man, all right.
I swear this is one of those guys, I would bet my bottom dollar, this is one of those guys that knows the rules better than anybody else.
Oh, go ahead, he'll tell you.
Right. No, this counts. As long as I'm traveling, this counts.
Right.
No, it doesn't, dude.
Passport, I'm traveling.
The memes you read on Reddit do not actually qualify as law.
They were joking.
That's right.
They have to tell you you're a cop if you ask them. Yeah, all right. Go ahead and use that theory. See how well it works out.
See how well you do. Yeah, he's the guy that asks you at the bar, you a cop?
I knew so many people that really thought that was real. She has to say it. Does she?
Does she?
All right, you go ahead. Enjoy your time on Aurora.
Have at it, bud. Back to Florida, where the action is upgraded to the local IHOP. Authorities were called about a harassment claim inside of the restaurant after one of the waitresses got a little too handsy. I actually like this gal.
Wow.
The story goes that the waitress was serving a table with a 51-year-old woman whom she began to refer to as a sexy C.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and proceeded to deliver her a milkshake that she did not order. This is strange.
Is that a sign?
I know.
Well, it's IHOP.
Someone sends you a milkshake. You're like, does that mean they like you?
There you go.
They
Hey,
can't
get that girl
send
over there a milkshake.
They can't send a beer. So
Right.
it's like, you know what? I'll get you a milkshake.
You sexy C. She continued to relentlessly refer to the customer with that vulgar term. She kept saying it over and over and over again. And eventually seated herself beside her, began to rub her hands all over on her back, on her arms, even touched her breast.
Why is the customer tolerating this?
I don't know. There comes a point.
Yes. Eventually there's a line that you have.
Well, because the milkshake was good.
It's a really good milkshake, man.
She was even seen laying her head on her shoulder. The patron had no prior affiliation with the waitress, nor gave her any kind of permission to do such things, and the police were called. The waitress was charged with misdemeanor battery. Honestly, this is one of those where I look at the mugshot and I think, really? You're the one that went nuts. Okay. She doesn't show that to me at all in that mugshot.
Yep.
Usually with these mugshots, it's like, okay.
The eyes.
Right.
Kind of go, oh.
This one, it's like, what happened to you?
Like, we were down in Arizona at the Talking Stick Casino.
All right.
Outside of Scottsdale. And I started talking to this older lady. Then her husband came over and he was like, what are you doing with this young stud? And he said it like 2 or 3 times. Like, he would leave. She would be like, can I buy you a drink? And my buddies were there. And then he's like, look at you with all these young studs.
Oh.
And by like the 4th time, I was like, are they setting us up for something?
Right.
This is very weird.
You're about to get an invitation.
I'm going to get into
Ted.
a fight with this young stud.
Well, he was so nice about it. Like, I'll buy you a shot, you young stud.
I don't think it was a fight,
I like
Miles.
sitting on a chair and watching.
Yeah, that third young stud. Right? And I'm like, dude, I'm 41. I'm not young.
My little
at the time.
stuff doesn't work anymore.
That's right. I'm the reason for the seat in the hotel room.
I thought that was for tying your shoes.
But just in case, those stories with the bad taste in your mouth,
Thankfully, there's good news.
we go to San Antonio for a reunion that was long overdue. A local library recently received a book in its return slot that they had been missing for some time, as it was checked out in July of 1943. The book came with a note of explanation from the grandchild of the one that checked it out. It was a book from a marriage and family counselor that aims to help parents with teaching their children to navigate personal relationships. The note details that the woman who checked out the book shortly relocated to Mexico City and brought the book with her, where it was lost to history. It eventually was put into possession of the grandchild after the grandmother passed away, who then returned it, hoping that there was no late fees, as their grandmother would no longer be able to pay it anyway. Luckily, the late fees were waived back in 2021, saving them a potential $900 bill, and that is not accounting for inflation. It was a 1 cent a day late fee that accounted for inflation over that time was like 16 grand, the equivalent for today. So that's all fun and fine and dandy. Men's Room Sports. The Mariners did a fine job holding off the A's over the weekend, coming out on top of the series 2-1 and staying within 2 games of first place in the division, thanks to the Baltimore Orioles for holding off the Astros. Thank you, boys.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
that.
Cal's back.
Cal's back. Let's go, baby. Who just took the title for most home runs by a catcher in a single season.
Who did he beat? Johnny Bench? Was it Johnny Bench?
Salvador Perez beat him
Salvador Perez.
back in 2021.
Okay, gotcha.
And so now he stands on top. Well done, Cal Raleigh.
Eat your hummus, kids.
Oh, yeah. The Mariners now look to host the Padres, who are in town starting tonight for a 3-game series, which starts later on tonight over on Root Sports. As far as your weather, the reprieve is almost here, kids. We've got some clouds moving in tonight to bring temperatures down to the low 60s, but we're expecting another mostly sunny 85-degree day tomorrow, and hopefully that'll cap off the heat wave. That's it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawkins out.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. We'll celebrate some birthdays tomorrow on Sit and Spin. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Yes, indeed, it's all true, but in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, Stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework. Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Overpriced phone plans? Overcomplicated contracts? Unnecessary features? Yeah, they don't do that at Tello. In an era of overpriced everything, they keep things simple. They've got flexible and affordable phone plans from $5 up to $25 a month. At Tello, everything is online, right at your fingertips. Simply pick the plan that suits you best, and you can always upgrade or downgrade without any cost. Trust me, you're one SIM away from amazing wireless savings. Discover more plans on Tello.com. That's TELLO.com.